Hello everyone, and welcome back to another edition of NMB Takoyaki Party. It's episode 95, and just like the great Hanshin quake of 95, it is a depressing time for Kansai. My name is Matt, and I'm joined by Ryan, who was in Kansai when the 95 quake happened.
No, I was alive when the 95 quake happened, but I wasn't in Kansai. Although I have a funny story about it, but this is not the place for that. Yeah.
Also joined by Jeff, who I think was alive for the Kansai.
Yes.
Yeah,
But not in Japan.
Yeah.
But I wasn't alive yet for the 1989 Loma Prieta earthquake.
All right. And also joined by Arda, which there was like a big earthquake or something like in Indonesia, like not too long ago.
2004.
Yeah, there was.
Okay.
In Aceh, the biggest one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And where I'm from, we don't actually have earthquakes, so I didn't start experiencing earthquakes until I came to Japan.
What?
But yeah, this Takoyaki party, yeah, we're a little kind of down this month due to some really tremendous news in the world of NMB. But yeah, anyway, yeah, we're really bummed out because Shibuya Nagisa announced graduation.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like Raypon lost the showroom contest.
No, that'll be happy. I'm happy about that. But yeah, Nagisa announced graduation at a Team In, just a random Team In theater show. Which you always think those are kind of sus whenever she shows up at a theater show, along with Kojirin and the A team or whatever. You always think, okay, some kind of announcement is going to happen. Yeah, we got a couple announcements. But yeah, Nagisa announced graduation. Kind of said hey, I don't want to leave NMB, but I want to follow my dreams. I got a job acting recently, and it was a lot of fun and very challenging. So now I want to pursue being an actress.
Did she really say that? It
wrestlers.
sounds really familiar with someone back in 2019.
Yeah. No, it's just it's always a thing. Like idols and wrestlers, whenever they retire, they go off and have mediocre acting careers. So,
Hey, what about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson?
I mean, he's for every Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, you have your Stone Colds and The Rock.
Wait, isn't John Cena in Fast and the Furious or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Baptista as well.
Yeah. Batista was in Dune.
But it's all one note kind of. Oh, when did you see some tough guy as her actor or whatever?
Yeah, I mean,
well, yeah.
But yeah, just her saying she's I want to be an actress is I mean, I guess that always been one of her dreams, even on her profile.
She's always talked about it. She's always talked about it, but we just assumed that it doesn't matter because she's been doing the variety stuff quite a while now, so it is an odd thing to say actually for her, considering how famous she is basically.
Yeah, and there's probably some other factors probably for probably why she wants to leave. Having to also balance between Tokyo and Osaka for all the work. So I guess now she can finally.
I think that's
shake off.
I think that's the main. I think that's the main thing. Is that she's quite. We've talked about this, right? It's so hard for her how she does her schedule. It's pretty dumb. She lives at home, so she likes it, right? So, but I have to imagine it's so painful. Every day you have to travel to Tokyo, and then you have to live out of a hotel basically, and then come back to Osaka all the time. And she's been involved in NMB stuff less and less nowadays. She wasn't even in some of the major events. Some of them that we're gonna be talking about later. I mean, it's not as bad as Yukirin AKB or something. But I'm pretty sure, but in NMB, you can't really, be a member in name only. even when Sayaka was around, she would still do like all the NMB stuff basically.
Yeah, I had a vision of like Nagisa doing Ukraine style, like only show up occasionally for concerts and stuff. And if they could make that work, like maybe it was possible she could even move to Tokyo and then only come to Osaka for NMB stuff. But yeah, it was too unrealistic.
Yeah, and maybe she herself, right, doesn't want to half-ass it.
Mm-hmm.
Like only show up for like TV appearances, right? Like that would be stupid. And you know what? I don't know. It's we've always joked about like Nagisa's that graduation. Like, I don't know. It's such a weird like experience, like being like NMB fans. Like for how long have we been doing this, right? Like especially during the COVID years. It was like we've always been like living in fear of like the next big graduation. And we've always talked about like, okay, what if Nagisa graduates? What if Nagisa graduates? And now it's here. And I think for her, we've like she didn't want to leave NMB while it was in a weak state, but I think it got unbearable already. That like there's nothing she can do anymore. Like I think
there's no saving this sinking ship.
Yeah. So a lot of the graduations, at least until Akarin, it was the main girl graduating, right? They always like said that like, oh, I'm leaving NMB in like a good state, right? Like you don't need me anymore because like there's gonna be the next generation coming up. If it's me giving them a chance, blah blah blah, right? At least until Akarin, you could say that. But anything after Akarin was like, fuck you guys, I'm gone or whatever. Like it just.
I mean, wouldn't you say Yuri was also fuck you guys, I'm gone?
No,
Yuri was before Akarin, right?
Yeah.
But like, even her reason definitely seems more like fuck you.
No,
well, not really, because she wasn't centered.
I mean, girls like
she wasn't centered.
Ayan or Kokuna, that kind of.
I mean, that was why she
graduation.
graduated though, because.
Yeah, I know.
No, I mean for Yuri's graduation, let me defend her for a bit here, but it was more like it actually damaged NMB quite a lot, of course, because they were expecting her to be future center or whatever. Oh, not really future, but current center.
They had like the whole rivalry with her.
Yeah. But when she left, it wasn't like the end of the world because like, well, I mean, there's still the future aces or whatever, right? Date was still coming up, right? So it wasn't that bad. That's why I said like until Akarin, it was more like, okay, I'm leaving, but you guys can do it. But after Akarin, I think like Miru's, for example, was pretty bad too.
Well, Ayan was like literally like right after.
Yeah. I'm not counting the Ayan and Kokona graduations here just because that one was both of them were definitely damaging. But like Miru and Nagisa have been around long enough, right? Where it's like, okay, you're gonna have to graduate eventually.
Yeah, same with like Uka as well.
Yeah, I mean Uka, who cares?
Hey, Phantom.
No. But I don't think, to be honest, like Uka was more like the previous type of graduations where, okay, it's time, and then like give others a chance or something.
Like one of your mid-tier members, like your Taniga IDs.
Yeah, IDs, that type of graduation, right? Which is I mean, it's the
like you're just holding a Senbatsu spot.
Yeah. I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far because they deserve the Senbatsu spot. But
given the next Senbatsu.
yeah. She should have stayed. Yes. Anyway, my point is that like I think it got to the point where there was no more timing for Nagisa. Like there was no bringing the group up and then leaving it in a good state anymore. So
Yeah.
she had to leave sometime. So that was a
Yeah,
good
I
time
mean,
as any.
they've been pushing like Mighty as the second Shibuya Nagisa for a while now.
Jesus
And then
Christ.
and we can argue about whether you think it fits, but like they've been doing it, and then also
Yeah.
pushing up some more members into like the variety spots on TV, like Wakapon, and even like Chigi's on one of the shows, Yuina sometimes. So like they
There's a
try they
video on her YouTube channel
oh yeah.
as well, which Ryan didn't watch because he was probably too disgusted.
Yes.
I haven't watched it.
I watched it; it's pretty good.
Why would I go out of my way to piss myself off?
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, as Ryan said, like it's not gonna get any better.
Mm.
Like but management has made the decisions, and now it's up to the future members to just like step up and keep working.
Yes.
Yeah, because like I remember, I guess a couple of years ago, I think it was like at the 11th anniversary where she gave the speech, and she's like, "Oh, I want like NMB to get like like a regular variety show again, like an NMB gaming style show again." So I kind of figured like, oh, okay, she's gonna like stick around, use her clout or whatever she can, her influence, to get NMB a show, and then when that happens, then she'll leave and leave in good grace. But that never happened. So like, I'm not sure like. Who is it to blame? Is it management? Is it like, TV producers, or just logistics wouldn't work?
No, I mean it's they're not popular enough anymore.
The closest thing we get is like those. So Nagisa had that show with Zakoshi last year, and then
Yeah.
they filmed a special episode with some extra members. That's like maybe the closest thing we got. And then this year, the similar one with that Matt went to the
Yeah.
filming. It's like a one-off special, so that's the closest we'll get.
Yeah. But if you still think like, even like in Kansai, like try to get like some get some Kansai regular TV show. I mean, I guess because we lost Kamaitachi, or not Kamaitachi, what it's called, Manaba-kun. Right, that was like the last the last bastion of our
Hey,
regular
there's
TV show.
Otoitachi.
Yeah, Otoitachi, which no one watches because it
Yeah,
comes
I know.
on Tuesdays at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not a joke. It's
And it's
actually
like-
3 a.m. Yeah.
And it's just like a really like kind of like they interview like C-list
Yeah.
musicians.
I mean, you're lucky if you get C-list musicians on it. Actually.
Like the rest was like they had Sayaka, they had Momoka, and I think they had Funky Monkey
Yeah.
Babies. It's like the only
The
like,
only
artists,
ones
like,
you've
I
ever
know
heard
that,
of.
like, yeah. But yeah, like I was hoping, like she could get like some show. And this also is like an idea. Maybe she could do this, but I don't think it'll happen. Is like she can host a TV show.
Oh man, don't
she'd be
do
the host,
that.
and
Don't
then-
do that to yourself, man.
Well,
I'm getting the hope, right?
Yeah,
Getting the hope.
you're in the
Yeah.
bargaining phase right now.
yeah.
Yeah, she hosts a show that NMB is on.
I
like,
mean,
a working
even if-
cast.
Yoshimoto has BS Yoshimoto, they don't even put
They
NMB
don't
on
use
it.
NMB. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And remember when the Kamaitachi show was canceled, Nabukun, we were like, oh no, I remember us talking about this, and I even said like, oh, they're just changing the name, it's gonna be the same, they're just making Kamaitachi more of the main focus rather than NMB, but nope, not really. So
It was just Nagisa and Kamaitachi.
yeah, basically. I mean, great for Nagisa. She basically absorbed like all the variety stuff. I mean, we haven't even done like a retrospective of her career, where and yeah, I'll start. She Nagisa. If you guys remember, like Nishimura Aika, we always say that she's like the unlucky girl. She always had bad timing, where she got promoted just before they pushed Kikyusei, and then Senbatsu too late, etc., etc. Nagisa's the complete opposite, where she's the one who locked into a lot of shit, and I mean a lot of it is her own talent too, of course, but a lot of it was pure luck.
Like right time, right place.
Yeah.
Because even like she was involved like in AKB too, right? Like she was in that the
Dento Muchu, yeah.
whatever.
Not the Mushi, the original one.
Yeah.
And that was timing too, because they wanted to push Kenkyusei, they wanted to push Okada Nana and her group, But then they were like, oh, we have to. They thought oh, we have to do it for everybody, right? All the groups.
That's
so,
when AKB was starting to like bring in the sister groups because like they were losing their own top original members.
Yeah.
No, they've always done it. This was for the young. Yes, this was for them. This was them like mining the young generation, and then
Yeah.
Nagisa locked into it because she was the top Kenkyusei basically for NMB, just because Aika was promoted. So
Yeah, but I mean, like, yeah, even when I like, I started with AKB, like a lot of people back then, and then branched out to this other sister groups, and then one of the first members in NMB I remember was Nagisa. I mean, back then I was still living out, not in Japan, so I could only like casually follow like all the members, but like remember I even like said my Oshi back then was Nagisa, even though I was kind of like Hako Oshi.
yeah, just because like she's one of the few that you would know, right? Because
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah. So she got lucky. I remember the first Kenkyusei show I watched, Station Girls, and she was center of it. And I remember thinking like, oh, I mean, oh, this is the famous Shibuya Nagisa, right? Like, it's because she was on TV and stuff. And it wasn't. I didn't really think anything about it actually. It was like, it's okay. But yeah, I never really liked Goriyoshi's. So yeah, I didn't think it was particularly special, but she worked on it. Like, I mean, she sucked at first actually. She got like crazy pushes, right? Remember the whole joke with Mushino Ballad? So she got a center song in like B2, right? The after the Sokaku with Milky and all of that. So she got a center song.
Yeah, Kimi to Deate Boko wa Kawatta.
Yeah.
No. Ah, yeah. Sorry, not that one. So, that one was like they wanted to make Kenkyusei centers, right? So they gave Kimi to Deate Boko.
Oh, was that a 48 wide thing?
Yeah, it was a 48 white thing. So it's not just her.
Ah,
It
okay.
was.
So she also lucked into that because
She did, yes.
Yeah.
AKB decided to do something.
Yeah, she did too. And that was Emichi was in that Matt, so you must like that song.
Yes.
But so when they did the B2, they gave her a solo unit, Mushino Ballad, and during within the Wota community back then, it was a joke actually. Like it's called Waratte wa Ikenai. You know what Waratte wa Ikenai is, right? Is a famous show with Downtown where.
Is it the silent library?
Yeah, that's part of it. Yes, that's part of it.
Okay.
That's the entire concept, right? Where you're not supposed to laugh. They try to make you laugh. Anyways, that was the joke with Nagisa's Mushino Ballad because it was so fucking bad. Like she couldn't sing for shit. Although, in fairness to her, like she improved so much. Like where it was, she did Mushino Ballad in a concert, and we were like, "Wow, that's amazing." So, but yeah, she got like so many opportunities at the start, and then
there was like concerts where she like played an instrument solo or something like that, and she cried.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was
fourth anniversary.
No,
right?
fifth.
Where she
it was fifth and sixth. She did it twice.
Okay.
So the fifth anniversary one was amazing because she forgot how to play and started crying, and then the fans started singing the song. Kimi to Date Boko Kawatta. That was one of the most like amazing experiences I've had as a fan, just because of the like imagine like the entire like Osaka Joho, right, like singing with her. That was amazing. But yeah, she was so embarrassed about it because she couldn't finish it. But Nagisa has always been the Aikyo type. What's a good word for Aikyo type?
Like charm.
Charm, yeah, charm rather than like talent.
And then she used to be called Hera Hera all the time, right?
Yes, because she would always smile. And oh, she had the.
Let's see.
I remember at the start, like I would. I said like I wasn't impressed with her because she would always just say like Nagisa mae de mashiase de. So she had the gimmick right about with the pinky finger thing. It's not not particularly different from like what Raypon would do, the pon pon thing. Very similar. Very similar. She was very one note. She was very one note when she started, and people were like, it's very cute, right? The Nagisa Mae thing, but she couldn't talk. Imagine that, like Nagisa couldn't talk. So yeah, she's improved quite a lot. So I think Nagisa. So we rant about like Goryoshis all the time, but I think Nagisa is one of those Goryoshis that actually like paid off. Paid off.
It was like a slow burn,
a lot.
kind of.
Yeah. You had to wait a lot. We had to wait a long time for her. But when she found her calling, basically, like that, like exploded.
Which when was that? Like probably like 2018, 2019.
When was it?
Yeah.
When did Kishinorika graduate? Because that was when she got that was when Nagisa got the the seat on Manabuko.
Monster Engine.
Oh no. Well, that too actually that helped. Monster Engine, she got the slot after. God damn it, who graduated?
Milky.
No. Keiichi, I think.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah, Keiichi.
Keiichi was like late 2016, I think.
Yeah, so she got the slot after Keiichi graduated.
Yeah.
And then
I remember. That was huge in like me knowing Nagisa too.
Because of Monster Engine.
Because I remember like the first handshake I went to or one of the first handshakes I went to for Nagisa. I told her I really liked the radio, and then like I asked her to do like some catchphrase she often said on there.
Yeah. I think she credits Monster Engine a lot with how she improved. Because they taught her a lot, and because it's radio, right? You can get away with a lot more shit. So and then the thing is, you can't do cute shit on radio because you have to talk. So yeah, she learned a lot there, and then
I remember.
Yeah, go ahead.
I remember she talked about like sometimes after some recordings for that she would like cry in the taxi on the way home because she didn't do well, but like but she definitely improved in that.
Yeah.
So she's always worked hard. Yeah.
She has. And in Manabukun too, right? Like she improved so much too. Where she became like Kamaitachi's basically go to person. It's like if they need like a good answer, a good reaction from someone, they point to Nagisa. And that was the start of her like variety character, which exploded. Like NMB members get sent to like Tokyo shows all the time, right? But most of them are like one-offs. She was the one who was able to like turn it into like an actual career. So yeah, good for her. I think. I mean, we didn't even get into
Quintet.
Yeah, quintet actually.
as if that's like
that's the most important.
That's like a blip on her like
one of five members.
But I mean, I don't think it had any effect on her career, to be honest, because she didn't really go through that. Although she's doing fashion again now, so but I thought it was a good like side quest basically for her. Because she was able to. I think she and Saipi like were able to carry Quintet in the like the talk portion, just because they had the radio thing, right? And so in MCs and stuff, like it was very in Quintet concerts, it was good because of her. I remember like when we would talk about the quintet stuff previously, we would say that like, oh, Nagisa is the one who had like the most like Oji-san fans basically, not like girl fans, and like she wouldn't have. I think even up till now, to be quite honest, like Nagisa has never been like a Genba type, right? The idol you meet, right? She's not the type. She's not that type, even up till now.
Because she hardly appears in the theater now.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true. But like even in handshakes, like her sales aren't particularly good. Considering her fame, considering her
I
popularity.
guess.
Yeah,
Well, yes. I mean, yeah, people. I mean, because well now, especially because she's appearing on TV, right?
Yeah.
Like normies will see her on TV. Oh, she's cute. She's funny. I'll follow her Instagram, and then like
Yeah.
I'll like her posts when she wears something cute.
Yeah.
That's it.
But not
That's
to
as
the
far as
level
it
where you want
goes.
to go to.
Yeah.
You have to jump through all the 48 hoops, right, just to get to see her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was always the knock on Nagisa. Like when even when she was getting pushed, when she was still like the future aces or whatever, right? Like her sales sucked. She's actually quite similar to Akarin, where she's famous but not famous enough where you would spend effort to go see her.
So we need a one person, one vote thing, like the NHK Senbatsu for Akarin.
Oh yeah. If they do the one person one vote thing, I think like Nagisa would win like a landslide. And the thing is, I don't know. Maybe if whoever is listening to this, you would think that we're biased just because we like NMB. But I think there's no question that she is the most famous like 48 member right now. Is there?
Yeah, it's like it's her and
Yeah,
Yukirin, right?
Yeah, but then Yukirin I think has the time has passed her. Like she's not on TV a lot anymore.
Well, because like she and like both Yukirin and Nagisa would always be like on Toriniku.
Yeah, but that was canceled.
So like for a while.
Oh yeah,
for
you
a while,
love
like, yeah, they
you
were,
love
You
that
love
show.
it, yeah,
yeah, that's how like I really started getting into Nagisa.
yeah.
But
But like she has like
But,
a couple
yeah.
of regular shows that are very very funny. Like the one with the Kamaitachi and Choco Planet, I love that show.
Itazura
Itazura
Journey.
Journey.
Yeah,
Itazura
yeah.
Journey is amazing. Like, it's just, I mean, it's quite a mean show. It just like beats up on Kamaitachi and Choco Planet all the time, and like Nagisa's the MC basically. But it's great. Like I think it's quite popular, so she gets a lot of fans from that. I think. What other shows is she a regular of? I only remember Itazura Journey. There's no no more Toriniku.
There's some Kansai ones like
Oh yeah, but then those don't really count. Like a Honwaka, like the most famous like TV show in Kansai. The one Riripon and Milky were on. Oh yeah, she's gotten lucky with that too, like inheriting shows. To the point where like even if she graduates, she's gonna keep the show, right?
Sorry, Wakapon.
Yeah. It's not gonna get inherited by someone else. Like well maybe the Doyo Wadameyo, right? Like she's gonna give that up. But Honwaka and the Kamaitachi one, right? Like that 100% that's still gonna be her. So
Because Kamaitachi loves her and not Mighty.
does Kamaitachi even know who Mighty is?
Probably not.
maybe. I don't know. Again, like the whole like Mighty is the second coming of Nagisa or whatever.
That's
Again,
bullshit.
like in the same week, I heard people talk about twice. Like so, once at was it Bachi Bachi NMB, like the host like, oh Mighty's here. We heard you were the second coming of Nagisa, and then at the summer station thing with the Iwakura Yoshizumi, they all said, oh yeah, Mighty, she's the second coming of Nagisa. So it's basically like staff or whatever is heavily pushing this whole Mighty narrative.
It's not gonna work.
Well,
It's not
just
gonna work.
like Rian said before that Nagisa took a long time to become actual Goryoshi. Maybe management want to replicate that with Mighty then.
So someday in like 3 years, Ryan is gonna talk about how funny Mighty is.
Jesus fucking Christ. No.
How much she improved her singing.
No, so Nagisa is actually pretty. So even back then,
Yeah,
I
that one I
even
agree.
even when I was like, oh, she's just Goryoshi or something, I would still admit that like Nagisa was pretty.
She's got her teeth fixed or whatever.
Who cares?
So she's getting there.
So if the girls from Morisanchu like fix their teeth, would you say they were pretty? No, right?
What is Mori-san?
Google it right now.
No.
Say search off.
They're famous. They're a famous like Gainin trio of girls.
Oh, wait, the trio. I might know what you're talking about. Anyway.
Yeah. I mean, if you see them, you'll know why I'm referencing them. But anyways, yeah, will never happen. But yeah, with Nagisa, are we missing anything from her?
Famous last words.
No, never.
Mm.
Tento Mushi, then yeah, Goryoshi, then she get the pairing with Shu. We didn't even talk about that.
Nagishu.
Yeah, she became best friends with Shu after they got to they were the future aces of when NMB was trying to push like the two aces, the number 6, the two aces per team. They were the B2 ones, Nagishu, and I remember us saying that like it was very funny. The groupings back then, like Nagishu were the only ones who were actually friends. Oh well, no, that's not true. Yuri and Riripon became friends too. Not became, like were actually friends too. But like Nagishu was different because they were best friends.
Definitely not Fumiru.
Oh, definitely not Fumiru. Yeah, they were frenemies. But yeah, Nagisa, I never felt there wasn't any point where it ever felt that Nagisa would become center. Like, the absolute center.
Mm.
She didn't seem the type. Obviously, she wanted to, probably, right? But
yeah,
especially around the time when she became the funny girl, maybe 2018, 17-ish.
Yeah, I mean, you could say that's also that's the end of her good timing. Like
yeah.
At that time,
The
like
Goryoshi
NMB
stuff.
had to push. Yeah, and then NMB had to push other members as center, so she never got her time.
Yeah, that's true.
And then she was forced into like a supporting role.
Yeah, like Akarin, right? When the YouTube thing blew up, right? She was more a supporting role.
Yeah, and then they give her a graduation center.
Of course, it's we've talked about this
tradition.
previously, right? Yeah, it is a transition. We've talked about this previously, where I mean, I like Nagisa. She deserves it. Like, if anyone deserves it, she does. But
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But also, like, she kind of already got, like, the center of credibility. Like, I mean, Kimi no Toyate is ages ago, no one really cares. But yeah, Musujin, last year, that was kind of like the...
They should have made it a single if they wanted to. Like,
yeah.
What they should have done was made Nagisa center since Miru left or something. Like, when you realize that, like, Ayan and Kokona weren't going to be around, right? Just make Nagisa center and then, ride her popularity. But no. And now we're stuck in a fucking time loop. Where graduation single. So now we can't move on. The next we have one single a year if we're lucky.
Yeah.
And then that one single is a graduation single. How many years has this been?
You know what wasn't a graduation single? Skiramushi.
Yeah, you want another non-battle, Jeff? Are you asking for another non-battle?
No, I want.
Sounds like you're asking.
center.
You're asking another. It sounds like you're asking for another non-battle. What can you say about that, Matt?
Non-battle 3.
No,
It's a good day to non-battle.
It's Too Fast, Too Furious. The third, Tokyo Drift. It's gonna be non-battle 3, Tokyo Drift.
Osaka Drift.
And it's gonna be the one they ignore.
Midasuchi Drift.
Midasuchi Drift.
Who's Han?
All of them. They're all Japanese.
They're all gonna die.
Oh. Hey, he comes back anyway. Yeah.
It's all about family.
Yeah, it's all.
Oh my god.
The Nagisa never really worked out.
I mean, they never tried Nagisanomics.
Yeah, like it's always like Nagisa has all these shows, she has all this work, but it never comes back to NMB, right?
Oh,
That's the
okay,
whole
that
problem
kind
with,
of
like, NMB.
Nagisanomics.
It's all about like it's all about sole work, but then it's just for that member. It's not actually for the whole group.
I mean, it's always been like that. Remember like the psychonomics bullshit we talked about before? Like, just having one popular member doesn't really matter because it doesn't it doesn't translate to others.
Yeah, so like same with like Mikana, she's getting all this like fashion stuff or whatever. It's like,
but for her,
it's not going to do anything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Shinshin got like some modeling work because of Mikana, the Eat Me stuff. But yeah, I guess Nagisa has like dragged some members with her, right? Like Wakapon, Mighty, all of that, in some appearances.
Yeah.
But yeah. At the end of the day, the trickle down economics doesn't really work.
Only music shows, right? People are saying like, oh, from now on we'll never appear on like major music shows anymore. So for the past years, like we had Nagisa to help.
Yeah, that's true. It's not.
I mean,
it's not that we
stupid,
won't. I mean, we
Utakon.
we barely show up in music shows anyway. So it's just gonna be like Utakon every year or something.
She wasn't even in Utakon last time.
Oh yeah.
It was like the fucking like second string Senbatsu.
Oh, it's because NMB
yeah.
didn't even perform a song. They were like back dancers for the whole show.
Background dancers. Yeah.
Yeah. Or Osaka Melody. Those are the only ones that like NMB gets to show
Yeah,
up in.
only because it's NHK Osaka makes them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So and Yoshimoto has a good relationship with NHK Osaka. CDTV, do we even still do CDTV? Not anymore, right?
The last time I did it was like wait, was that was Tsukita Mushi, but they just focused on Nagisa doing Okiri. That was CDTV, right?
Yeah, that was CDTV.
Yeah.
The
That was like the
Super
funniest.
Super Live, whatever.
Yeah, that was the funniest, like, biggest fuck you. I guess Jeff probably been
Fuck
really
you.
salty about because it's she sent her, but we're making the focus on Nagisa.
I mean, because she's the most popular one. Like,
Yeah,
it's the same thing, right? Like when Akarin was around, it was always just Akarin.
and they had like that whole stunt where like, oh, hey, bring like random crap to the studio.
Oh yeah, to do the Ogiri. Yeah. Was that at CDTV or was that Utakon? Oh, I think it was CDTV.
It was
No, it's MBS. It's not. It wasn't CDTV. It was MBS. Oh man, I forgot the name of the show. But yeah, it's some Osaka station. But it was nationally broadcast.
yeah.
Yeah. I guess how to bring this up. So she announced it 2 weeks ago. So I guess when do we expect her to leave the group?
Next year.
We kind of already alluded to the whole
we
single
we
stuff.
know
We'll talk
the-
about that in
Yeah.
a bit. But
Single is coming out in October. Maybe like November.
yeah, November, December, assuming if she does the events. So yeah, we'll talk about.
Yeah, I
the-
think
as
she
well.
will
yeah,
do
that's
all
right.
all the event, including all the online
Have they-
one.
Have they released the schedule for the events?
Yes.
As in
Yeah.
like the girls' schedule.
But not the
Not
member
yet.
schedule. That will happen on this next Thursday when the
Okay,
tickets
so
launch.
that's what I'm saying. Is
We'll know
that
for sure
You
by
will,
then.
you will know for sure like her schedule after they release that.
Yeah.
But so I guess Arda and Ami, I think she's gonna be doing every event.
Yeah,
even
and
online.
considering her contract with Joshin, I think.
Uh,
Yeah, I think they
actually,
will wait
like,
until
that-
next year.
Okay, so that one is the one that's giving me pause, the Joshin thing. But nothing is stopping her from doing Joshin while still in NMB. While not in NMB. Right? Like that's like especially with Nagisa, I think they can make exceptions. But yeah, to be fair, like, yeah, that's the one that, like, okay, maybe she'll stay until the end of the year.
Yeah. And then also they have announced that she's getting a graduation concert, but I mean, she most likely is going to be getting a graduation concert. So
if
you
Uka
can
got
imagine,
one.
like, okay, looking at the schedule, when could they fit that in? And it's like November, almost every weekend is free.
Yeah, and also maybe graduation photo book.
That too, yeah.
Yeah. I think she's hinted about it actually. So
Yeah, my prediction is she'll have graduation concert in like November, and then her graduation stage will be like end of December, like after all the online events.
December is like hard apparently to get venues because everyone does like.
Well, I mean, no,
Christmas
her
concerts.
stage, her stage.
Oh, stage.
Her graduation stage.
Yeah,
will be December. But November will be the concert, so basically it'll be 1 month or so after.
So, if you look at it, yeah, I mean, like, so it's hard to compare to Yuri's because Yuri was like turbo schedule because she wanted to get the fuck out on a specific day. Actually, she wanted to leave on November 30.
Yeah, before her birthday, right?
Before her birthday, yeah. She wanted to graduate from being an idol while she was in her teens. So Nagisa doesn't have that restriction, but it does make sense to me to do like a late November graduation concert, and then she can just do the graduation stage like, I don't know, 2 weeks later or something.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, because like if she does the online ones, if she does all of them, then she has to stay at least till Christmas Eve.
Okay, whatever. She can do that.
So, in which case, then she could do it then like that following week. But I mean, December, is weird, like with
super busy
scheduling
week
and stuff.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard
It'll
to
be a random
schedule.
weekday
It's
in
hard to
December.
schedule venues, right? So they have to do it in November. I feel like.
Yeah, that's when the concert will be, but like her stage will be in December.
Yeah.
It's still tricky in December because of all the Seitansai, and then like all the weekends are taken up by Hanashikai. And then they do like special shows at the end of the year.
Well, yeah, and
Well,
maybe Nagisa
I mean,
will be, but
it's
will be
Nagisa.
busy as well during the end of the
it's
year.
Nagisa though. They have to. They will all have to work around her schedule, not the other way around. Nagisa will not work around people's schedules.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna throw this out. I think Ryan's gonna hate this idea.
Fuck
We're
you.
gonna get the Shibuya Nagisa produced stage.
Jesus fucking Christ. No,
But
please.
they're
It'll be like non-variety too. Or whatever.
Yeah, we already have a variety stage.
Yeah, it doesn't. How will they do it? Do Himawari?
Just Mushino Ballad.
Yeah, no. I'm saying who would perform it?
it?
Ninth Gen?
Mighty Center.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It'll just be like non-variety too, or whatever. It'll be like just a random cast.
That's awful. Why would you want that?
Then again, like, the Miru produced stages, that was for everyone, but
Well, that was
also
that was
all the teams.
because of
That was-
battle.
and during COVID.
Yeah. So I mean I don't know. I think it's completely pointless to do something like that, but what do I know?
Let's get into the single. So we've been kind of like dancing around this already. Yeah. So the 20th single, we knew about it already. It's coming out October 4th. They finally announced literally. So after she announced her graduation, they also had no announcement for the Senbatsu. For the 20th single. And so the Senbatsu is
How many person?
it's Wakapon, Yumin, Chihi, Kojirin, Sakatan, Sadharu, Shinshin, Keito, Rei, Wakanyan, Yuina, Karen, Mighty, Reiko, Mikana, and then Miu and Wakatan as new members, and then Nagisa as the center. Now, they haven't actually said this is a graduation single. I think none of the format said it was a graduation single, but it's probably going to be a graduation single.
18 person in Senbatsu.
18 members, yeah, Senbatsu.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, we could talk about. Okay, let's first talk about what's good about the Senbatsu.
Nothing.
And,
Oh, well, Nagisa Center.
well-
Nagisa Center, that's a good one.
I don't think that's.
We
good.
just said that wasn't good.
I think major
Look, man.
consideration is
Look, man,
the-
I'm trying. I'm trying to find something good here.
No, I mean I think major men considering the age, how old they are for the Senbatsu for this time, because considering how
They're all
Zion,
fucking old.
Yeah, I mean, considering how Zion had to be replaced by Sakatan on every music program, yeah, they might put the 8 as consideration.
Really?
And so that's why they put in
That's-
Mew and Wakatan, because they're the oldest
Yeah.
in their respective generations, whatever. I mean, I'm happy about Mew getting in Senbatsu. I mean, because I'm a fan, obviously, but also I think it's deserved. Like, she sold very well. Second best out of all 7th Gen members. First best, unfortunately, got robbed. We'll talk about that later. But I think, definitely deserved. I think this might be kind of like an Anshu situation where, like, okay, hey, you've been here long enough, you're old. I can see her announcing graduation, like, probably next year.
We've talked about what the fuck? No. Like, if she's gonna graduate, then why are they giving her a Senbatsu slot? No, fuck that.
Again, it's like the Anshu situation.
Management doesn't like.
They don't like her enough to do that. They like Anshu enough to do that for her. No, I think that would be stupid. Like, oh, I'm graduating next year.
Having thoughts of graduating even this year, so that's what I'm saying. It's like,
no, I think this is her. We've talked about this. She's old enough where it's time. So shit or get off
and she sells well.
Shit or get off the pot. So they're gonna try with her. I mean, this is the only explanation I can think of. Like, they've like fucked around long enough, so they have to do something with her. So now they're trying to do something with her. But yeah, I don't know. I don't buy it. Like, I think it's too late. But yeah, let's see.
I mean, but you don't pay attention. Again, like, she has been selling really well, so that's the thing.
No, I have been paying attention. I know. I know.
I mean,
but then
yeah.
she's one of those girls that they hate. That sells well, but they still don't do anything because I have to push Mighty. So yeah, I mean, whatever. Good for her. It's time, but I feel that it's too late.
All right, and then the other new member, Wakatan. So Arda is happy about this.
Yeah, no, that's stupid.
Okay, Arda, go first.
Well, yeah, okay. I was happy that Wakatan got in Senbatsu. At least, I mean, with the 9 gen as a general, it's still trial and error for management. So yeah, I mean, even though right now I think for the popularity is number 1 is Raypon, but then all up for everyone. Then I think management it is good for management to try to put in some 9 gen in the Senbatsu. It's a step forward for them. Yeah, maybe I don't know if Wakatan gonna stay long or gonna be replaced by others 9 gen, but yeah, it's a good time to be enjoyed right now.
Yeah, so like I don't hate Wakatan or anything, but I just find it puzzling because she doesn't. So we have limited data for their popularity. Like, we don't have the real Handshake sale data for them. But like, from social media numbers and then like the showroom event, the Raypon, as you said, is definitely the most popular, and then she's center of the stage, right? And then like she just feels like Raypon has so much more idol potential than anyone else in 9th gen so far. So like, as you said, like if Wakatan might get dropped next time anyway, like why are they doing this now instead of just trying to raise someone for the future? So like the counter argument I can see is that they do that with Sakatan, and like because Sakatan has like the idol potential, the aura, something, whatever you want to say, and like, but then people are reacting poorly to her like gory push, so they don't want to repeat that with Raypon, so they're taking it more slowly.
Then don't fucking put Wakatan in it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I know Aruda likes her, but like, no, I don't get it. Like, it makes no sense. Like, and she's the only 9th gen. Like, I thought like I found out because my friend like texted me and said like, hey, do you know why you know who Aobara Waka is? She's Senbatsu. I was like, oh, do you mean Aobara Yuka? So, no, Aobara Waka. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because like Wakatan has had nothing before, while Yukatan even got the unit
Well,
last
yeah,
time.
She got
Then-
she got like the Milky song.
Mhm.
yeah.
at the
But then
concert.
back again, the X factor play into the play there. Yukatan is still 15 years old. Well, Wakatan is
I
already
think
an
I
adult.
s-
So Raypon is 17. So it's not that. They're not gonna be doing a lot of midnight shows.
yeah, that too. Like I wouldn't structure a Senbatsu around shows that you probably will not appear on.
Yeah. Yeah. So no, I understand what Aruda's trying to say, but it makes no fucking sense. Like if you feel that like Raypon's not ready, then sure. But then why put like a night gen in? Then add add Mako in it or Ayapyon. It's like no fucking sense at all. Like what, did they just want the Hatsu Senbatsu thing? Well, no, actually, Mako and Ayapyo would also be Hatsu Senbatsu. Yeah, so no. Like, if you have to force Night Gen, you have to choose Raypon, right? Like, no other choice.
Yeah,
Like, if for example
I
you
mean-
really don't want to put Raypon in for whatever reason, it has to be like Yuka, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say Yucatan's
Yeah.
probably would have been like I think my first choice.
Yeah, it's like, what the hell is going on? Like, this is the most like the others, like you can make explanations out of it, right? Like, Mighty, Yumi, and because they're relatives with the manager or something. And then yeah, and then Mew because she's old enough and you have to push her sometime, and and she sells well. But like Wakatan is literally like middle of the pack, like nothing special. Like
She's captain.
what? You're Jeff now?
Yes.
So like
Mighty is captain too.
yeah, like the showroom
yeah.
the showroom bullshit thing, right? Like she got like 2.8 million points. I'm looking at the numbers now, which is holy fuck, like 5 times less than Raypon. Oh no, 4 times less. Yeah, no, I no, like I can't explain this one. It's
Yeah, this-
insane.
The whole overall is just very puzzling and uninspiring.
Yeah. It's like let's choose the most boring senbatsu we can. Like I feel so bad for Nagisa. Her graduation single is like fucking awful. Like who was yeah, there were like with Akarin's graduation single, who was like the newest, who were the new members?
You mean?
That was Wakapon.
Oh yeah, fuck
and-
that. No, she wasn't
and
new.
Yumin came back.
She wasn't new.
And Yumin came back.
Yeah. And then
That was the beginning of the Yumin comeback.
the Miru
Well, I
had
mean, it must be
Ancho
now.
in
It doesn't count.
Yeah.
Miru also had like a 14-member Senbatsu, which was really stupid
Yeah.
too. Because
Who was the top seller for 7th Gen that you were talking about? Oh, Zeon. Fuck.
Zeon. So that's like the big
Yeah,
just the
the
fuck you
really
to
weird.
all of her fans.
Cause like,
Uh,
are super pissed.
Yeah, I understand too. Like I feel bad for them.
Yeah,
too. Like,
it's weird. 'Cause-
Literally, they work so hard to like sell her out, and then we're not rewarded. Which
Well-
management probably is like, oh cool, we can get more money, we can do it again.
Yeah.
But they're
Which
also getting mixed
I-
message because like she got like more units in the concerts and better positions and stuff. It felt like because there was definitely a period from the end of last year through the middle of this year when she was kind of
The
silently
doghouse.
demoted
Yeah.
because of her like,
because of reasons. Yeah,
and she was dropped from Dun, right?
Yeah.
So then we thought, okay, she's getting treated better now. Like she's a lock, right?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, no. And then you get fucking Wakatan in. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I like how
Well, I mean,
I like
that's-
you're not even complaining about Yumin and Mighty anymore. You just take that as a given.
Like I there's nothing to say. Like fucking Mighty. Oh my god.
well, Mighty we knew was going to go in this way.
Yeah,
Especially
Yumin,
she
I-
took Uka's spot at the like summer concert and the
Yeah,
other
but Yumin is
festivals.
pretty surprising to me because I honestly thought she would be satisfied with the Shihan position.
No, like management, whoever is running NMB now are like boomer lovers. They're just like they're gonna put like all the Gekijo, like all the theater Namigami into Senbatsu now. Like that's
Well, and Xeon isn't in here.
well, they fucking hate
Yeah,
Xeon.
Xeon.
They hate Xeon. They hate Fua. They hate Mochan. Like that's the only explanation I can think of. Like it's oh my god. Oh, like, you mean oh my. You mean Mighty don't deserve to be in Senbatsu. Like, I'm sorry. Like, Reiko should not be in it anyways. Yui na whatever. Like,
I was pleasantly surprised that Karen was still in here, and Yuna as well.
She's not. Are they that bad? I don't think so.
I mean, their sales,
Well, no,
they're the
was
definition of
definitely
mid.
Yuina was definitely better than Karen last time, like in terms of sales and whatnot. So I was afraid that Karen was probably gonna get dropped, but she's hanging on. Probably because, like, management favoritism or whatever.
Yeah, like,
But
there's
yeah,
no
you
good
said, like,
explanation
your
why
mid
Mako and
members.
Ayapyeon are not here. And especially with Ayapyeon, she's like 21.
Mm-hmm.
So the clock is ticking with her.
Yeah,
She could be the Mew next time.
I really expected one of them.
Yeah,
and then, like
yeah,
8th gen fans are not happy, obviously.
you have to push Mako. Like, this is not even favoritism. This is like she does well. She works really hard. So I don't know why
she has to be satisfied with outside work, registered trademark.
Real work, yeah.
Jesus Christ. No. It's
Also, maybe because Mako is always, like, getting injured.
who cares?
Like, wouldn't be able to be on all these shows and stuff.
I find it really funny. Like your Arda, like, oh, but she can't get into like midnight shows or something. How many shows do you think NMB shows up in?
No, or like regular performances and stuff, like the random like festivals and whatnot.
No, that's what I'm
like,
saying. Do you think how many do you think they do?
I mean, she barely performs in the theater right now because of her injury. She can't do double B2 shows.
No.
Then put Ayapyeon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
But
Ayapyeon
Yukino
is more puzzling to me. No,
Hey,
Yukino's
no,
too. They're gonna let her play with the new dance unit for a while.
So Ayapyeon, she's 21. She has outside work, TM.
Yeah.
And she's popular. So what's the explanation there?
Not popular enough.
Not popular to specific people inside NMB management.
Not a variety show member.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I mean,
Not
let's see.
the
Okay,
next
will they be
one.
doing was it 5 is the max for non-Senbatsu members, or is it 4?
Slots.
No, that's not
it's
an
five.
actual rule. That's not an actual rule. It's look at
Well, yeah,
Kato.
let's say
Kato,
like what they
Kato
base it
still
off.
does 3 slots.
What?
No, Kato does like 5.
She has
or
6.
or 6.
I'm looking
Yeah,
at the
6,
chart
yeah.
right now.
I know that she's the Senbatsu member who doesn't do like full slots, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's
Or,
half.
yeah.
It's half and half. But like,
On.
Kato has a good position, but doesn't.
Doesn't sell well.
Same with Sakatan.
Yeah.
Same as Sakatan.
I mean, you know what? This Senbatsu is so fucked that like there's not even any time to complain about Sakatan and Kato's position.
I mean, we don't know the positions yet, but
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be like Nagisa in the front and then Sakatan and Kato next or something fucking insane.
I
like
mean, so like, I don't know. So like, we always felt that NMB went very much by sales. It felt more so than the other 48 groups. I don't know,
They
at
used
least more
to.
than
They
Disney
used to. But then you see like fucking Yumin and Mighty on this. So I don't know anymore. And Wakatan. So I don't know anymore. Like
Yeah,
so
I know,
Wakatan has
it's
to
not
sell
true.
like full 7 slots to
No, they'll give her
it's
6,
6
probably.
or 5, I think.
Yeah.
Not the full
I
7.
think 5 is the max for.
You know what's gonna happen,
non-Senbatsu.
right? You're Zion and then Rapon are are gonna get like full slots or something. They're gonna sell it out, and then their fans are gonna be even more upset.
And then Wakapon's lane will be empty. Or Wakatan's lane. Well,
Yeah.
also Wakapon's, but...
Wakapon's lane too, yes.
Well, they can wait until
Wakapon
the
has
next
her
season.
Wakapon has her core fans, like the core Ojisan fans, like the 99% sausage party. That was according to Matt. So
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true,
Yeah.
I know.
It was mostly dudes. Yeah.
so that's fine, whatever. You need variety, right? You can't just have like girl fans like Mikana or Kojirin. You need like the male fans. Yeah, so Wakapon appealing to the Ojisan is okay. But like, who the fuck does Mighty appeal to?
What is the okay number of girls?
Well, it's their second Shibuya Nagisa, right? So you need to
No,
wait
is it
until the
like-
next
is it
3
the-
year or 4 year to see the result.
Is it the girl fans? Is it the girl fans who are like, oh man, if she can be NMB, I can be NMB too.
They like her legs.
Jesus Christ. Like,
Wasn't like people thinking that Nagisa decided this Senbatsu?
that's not true. She barely
Like-
knows
It was
these
a sway,
people.
maybe.
Legs and boobs.
Like, Nagisa,
Like that'd be like why Yumin and Mighty got in.
okay, that one maybe that had something to do with Nagisa, but there's no fucking way Nagisa knows who Wakatan is. Or remembers. Like, Reiko doesn't even know who Nihei is. Right. Like, yeah, you cannot convince me that like Nagisa chose Wakatan to be, or maybe they did. She was like, oh, maybe that Aobara girl.
And they're like, oh wait, wrong one. Shit.
Shit, I already sent the message.
Can't unsend.
Jesus Christ! Like, this is like the worst. I'm sorry, man. Like, I know you guys have your issues here, but it's like one of the worst Senbatsus I've seen. Like, probably the worst
Hey.
one since.
Must be now.
Well,
Yeah, I
who
was
knows?
gonna
The
say.
song might be
But
better
no,
than
okay.
Gun.
Must Be Now had Sayaka and Milky in it, so it can't be that bad.
No, they couldn't save it.
No, I mean star power alone. Like, no one in this
I
Senbatsu.
boycotted NMB because of
Who
that.
gives a shit?
for like that single. I didn't buy any Handshake tickets that single.
But like, the real single is the shoe one. The Katamoy.
Katamoy.
Yeah.
Well, if we talk about
But-
the real single, it is even graduation single, right? Not the real single. So the real Senbatsu
this
might be
one?
wait until the next single.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
that's the
Well,
thing. When is the next single? December 2024?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe summer.
Probably like, yeah, maybe summer at this rate. And also, yeah, also the fucking they announced the event dates. So
They do it in a month again. Yeah. So have I convinced you, Jeff? Have I convinced you, Jeff, that like there never is another thing? You always say that like, oh, maybe they're preparing for the next thing. That's why they do everything in 1 month.
yeah, I'm done. I'm over that.
Yeah.
I'm just like, fuck you. You're being lazy and like not reserving venues.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's exactly it, right? Like, you know, they go talk to Intex or whoever, and then Intex is like, we can offer you a rate on these ones because these are the only ones we know we have a schedule for. It's like, okay, I'll take all of them.
Before we get to that, real quick,
Okay.
just last thing about Senbatsu. I guess maybe the
Okay.
only thing Ryan might be happy about with the Senbatsu is Anan got dropped.
Not
Oh,
even.
yeah.
So I was actually like kind of like bitching about that, in that like the one girl they dropped is like the youngest one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
but you don't like her.
and
so
she
it's okay.
sold better. She actually sold better than like Karen and Uka. Or oh, I
No,
know
she-
Uka. Sorry,
Did
Uka
she
graduated.
really? Let me check.
I
that.
barely. Like, I'm looking at the real handshake, and then let's see the online.
Yeah, I mean,
I
Okay,
found out
no.
Anan sales were pretty
Anon's
bad.
worse in online, but she sold better than Sakatan and Mew. Yeah, so I mean,
Well, she deserves to be dropped too,
so
but like I don't think no, I'm not particularly happy that she's dropped, but if they were gonna drop Anon, they should have dropped like Yuina, Reiko, Karen as well.
yeah, so I mean, I kind of like Anon, and so I just feel really bad for her being singled out.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
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 as
I
you said,
agree
like
with that.
Wakanyan is very similar level in
But
sales.
she's younger.
Reik,
Oh
yeah,
no,
Reiko
yeah.
also. No, Wakanyan is older actually.
Is it? Oh, well, she's
Yeah.
fresher. Okay.
She's like 19.
Yeah. Reiko has the like the a costume thing now.
I don't think that counts, man.
That's her
No,
outside work.
nah, nah. You're gonna say
I
the
mean,
food thing
okay,
with
like
Yuina, but
I mean, like you can't even be objective with this now, right? Like it's what you said is quote unquote favoritism. Like I feel like management is just looking for anyone who can have some kind of outside work now, and that's who they
okay. Why is
promote.
Mako not here then? Why is Ayapyo not here?
Don't ask me.
So
I
Splatoon
want
is
them.
like way more popular than the whatever the fuck Reiko or Yuina does.
Hey, everyone eats food.
Yeah, like
Food is more popular.
the Koshi the whatever Splatoon Koshien. I have no fucking I had no idea that that was a thing, but apparently it is a thing.
Yeah, it's been a thing for like almost 10 years.
Yeah, and then like people actually like apply and lose ticket applications for it. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
So apparently it's a really big thing.
Yeah,
yeah.
they do like concerts and shit there.
Yeah. So like, and Ayapion's gonna be emceeing it. Is she? I don't think they said MC. They just
Yeah.
said like appearance.
It's like the assistant thing. Or
Assistant,
whatever. She was
same
last
as
night.
anyway.
Yeah. So and then
Yeah, and
Jesus.
yeah. I mean, I think you can't like rationalize anything by sales anymore, or even like number of outside work. I don't get it
Yeah, because if you
anymore.
look at this, like Anna should have been dropped and done, right? Reiko should have been dropped and done, but they kept him. Like that's the fucked up thing with like non-battle 2 is like basically it, like fuck it made people convinced like okay Anna and Reiko are regulars.
Yeah.
Chihi is a top 4 member.
She is though.
She's not though. But yeah. Okay.
The duality of Takoyaki Party.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically it's like put these weird like fucked up perceptions in people's minds now.
No,
Like-
I agree with Matt here. Yes.
Like
Fuck
Reiko and
them
Anna
battle.
should have been like a one and done, and then okay, and maybe even walking in as well should have been like one and done. Okay, cool. And now we'll put it in.
Yeah. So Wakanyan, I don't get. Like I mean, I'm sure. I mean, okay, I'm happy.
I think she
like
has
her.
more. I think more ground to stand on than like.
Yeah, she should be.
Rico
She should be.
and all.
She should be on the bubble road, not like a fucking lock. Like she's like, oh, okay, you know, Wakanyan, maybe, and then you swap her out with Zeon or whoever, right? Like it should be like that. It shouldn't be like, oh yeah, Senbatsu Wakanyan. Like, I don't get it. Or like Mighty, like you don't even think about it anymore. Like, oh yeah, of course, Mighty Senbatsu. What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, it's because we have so few singles now. You can't do the rotating thing like you said, because each drop is so devastating.
Yeah,
Like Anon is absent for 2 weeks now.
yeah. I mean, yeah, we should talk about that. Like, it's very, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to. Okay, I try to be very, very. I don't want to speculate on like mental health. To be honest, like I'm not particularly comfortable doing it, so I don't want to do it. But it has to be right.
Yes.
That's the only
Yeah, so she,
explanation I can think of.
give the context is that she suddenly was removed from the lineup for the Team N show where they ended up announcing this Senbatsu, and the reason was, poor health. And then she also just missed the camp today, YNN camp, which she was originally scheduled. Also, they said poor health, and she's like not updated any social media for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, but-
except apparently for
Yeah,
rooms.
apparently,
but-
except for rooms, you still update until August 19.
Oh, that's only a day ago.
Yeah, well, I
Yeah.
mean, people pay a lot more for rooms than other things.
So yeah, she's been absent in her social media for 2 months now.
2 weeks.
Oh, 2 weeks, sorry. Yeah.
A fortnight.
if you're British.
Because we're in the UK now. Yeah, so I guess on, yeah, it sucks for her. But I mean, hopefully she'll bounce back. Everyone who has happened to everyone. Karen, she was like emo for like 3 days, like radio silence for 3 days.
I mean, 3 days is different from 2 weeks, man.
I mean, again, like I'm just saying, like it's different for everyone, but everyone eventually will bounce back. And if you don't, they just quit.
Yeah, I mean, Ray had went that like silent hiatus for 2 weeks after non-battle, and then she's talked about it in interviews since then. When she said actually 2 weeks wasn't enough for her, but she still came back anyway. Out of like obligation to the fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's tough. It's not easy.
A lot of these girls, they put they put too much of themselves in this, and then just not getting chosen for this, right? Like, makes you feel like inadequate, and yeah, you get shit like this, which is not good, not healthy.
It just sucks because it lasts for like 6, 7, 8 months until the next release.
But what if she never comes back, though? That's the thing. Because to be honest, I don't think she needs to come back.
Yeah, I mean, it's also like, okay, it's like kind of like you cry and then get your way. That kind of weird, like I don't know, mercy.
No, yeah, that's for me. That's cruel. That's more cruel. Like, if you don't think she's deserved, then she doesn't deserve it. Like, no pity.
Yeah, just rip off the Band-Aid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the thing is, like, I don't like. For me, like, they could have removed more people just so she doesn't feel like targeted. Because like looking at this, like literally they removed her.
Yeah, they only drop her.
And then added 2 more just
only drop her and Uka, I think. Yeah, because
increase the spots, and there's a graduation, and she's the only one who left who's dropped.
Yeah, it's stupid. Like, they should have put in more 7th or 8th gen. Like, put Zeon, Mako, and Ayapyeon. Fuck that.
It's like they should have like, okay, you have like your 5 core, boomer members or whatever.
Yeah.
And then everyone else. Okay, and that leaves 11 or 13 new spots for you can rotate in.
I mean, we've talked about this before, right? Where I believe that they should not remove members. They should build up. They should not, when they're building Senbatsu, it shouldn't be like, okay, we start with this base and then we start removing members, right? Or adding. It should be that every time they start with 0.
Yeah, that's why I think like,
they should start.
That's what also partially why I'm tired of this. Like, I hate that this is a graduation single.
Yeah,
like I was really hoping this would have been like it could have been like a date style, like, okay, new gen, reboot or whatever for NMB. Like, okay, Nagisa's leaving, cool, but we don't need to give her a single. And then, yeah.
No, I agree with you. Like, now we're gonna be stuck with this. Like, and who's gonna replace? Imagine, fuck, like when Galaxy graduates, right? Is the center for this gonna be Mighty? Oh my fucking god!
Hey, you made a promise.
Yeah, I know.
A few episodes ago. So is that gonna happen?
Well, does it count? I don't know. Does it count?
So it's like that just kills like the momentum that we were going. Oh yeah. There was like some comment.
What
like,
momentum? There's no fucking momentum.
No. Okay, I was thinking. Okay, yeah. There's also this like comment that was on Matome or something, where it's like, okay, NMB, you're not allowed to use Next Generation ever again because you look at this Senbatsu, it's not Next Generation.
Yeah. You said that, but let's fill it up with all the boomers. So yeah, terrible. I give this Senbatsu 3.25 stars.
Out of how many?
Out of 5?
100.
Now let's be realistic. Out of 5, I guess.
That's still above average.
What?
You said 3.25.
Yeah, 3.25 out of 5, right? So it's kind of 7.
No, 3/4 of a star.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 3.25.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
Oh,
I heard it like that.
Wow.
No, 3/4 of a star.
Okay.
It's like, are you like a video game reviewer where everything that's like 7 or lower is bad?
Well, if this was
gotta sell magazines.
if this was on the IGN scale, I'll give this a 60.
All right. Then let's talk about the events. So they announced the event schedule. They're doing online and in-person events. So on October 29th at Makahari Messe will be a Handshake event. On November 4th at ATC Hall Osaka will be a Handshake event. And on November 5th at ATC Hall Osaka will be a 2-shot photo and shoulder chop massage event.
I don't know why you keep calling it shoulder chop.
Why having
it's a massage
photo for?
Because it's not a massage where they like rub your shoulders.
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess it is shoulder chop.
I mean, kata tataki.
This is a shoulder towel setting.
It's like the fake massage that you do when your dad asks you to give him a massage or something. I don't know.
So now we can be the members' dads.
Yeah, I mean this they used to do this in theater. Yeah,
you had this
during
once, right?
Miyokuri, right?
No. I have this multiple times. Like they used this used to be normal. Before the Sendai thing.
In 2014,
Yeah, this used to be like completely normal. Like this was Miyokuri, right? And they would do Katataki. Yeah.
Then you line up for a random member, right? And then you turn around.
You 16. Like every 16 wotas, right, will go out into the hallway. Do you know the small hallway, right? The members would be lined up there, and then you go in, you say goodbye or whatever, and then they will stop the line, and then whoever you're in front of, they'll ask you to turn around, face the wall from on the other side, and then they'll do katataki, and then and you go away. So if you get lucky, you get your oshis touching you.
Yeah, so people are saying that like it was good back then as like a random thing to like say hi for 2 seconds.
Yeah. I mean, I don't care about the katataki. Actually, I think it's stupid.
Yeah, I think it's stupid. I don't want it. But now it's gonna be a thing they're asking fans to pay money for.
Yeah,
and we don't know the exact format. Like, is it gonna be after you take a 2-shot, you have to do this, or we don't know. But
I mean, even members still
really
confused
weird
about this.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, members are confused.
Yeah, I mean they're trying. So the 2-shot photo is stupid too because now they've devalued like albums.
Yeah. It's supposed to be album.
Unless there's a twist where it's let's say
like
Jidori. Let's say this is a selfie. That's possible, right?
Yeah, we don't know. Or you have to buy 2 singles for.
I don't think they're gonna do that. That's super Chica Idol bullshit. I don't think 48 does that.
I mean, we're on the path to that.
No, actually, I went to Nanaho's Chica Idol live, and you get so much time for one photo. It's crazy.
Yeah.
To talk for 1,000 yen.
I mean, they have to keep. Yeah, I mean they have to do that though. Because
the difference is they have like 10 people going instead of 1,000 people going.
Literally.
I don't think NMB has 1,000 people going either. So maybe 100.
I was being generous. I was gonna say 10,000, but wait, no, 1,000 actually sounds closer to.
Reality is probably like 500 people or something.
Yeah, I guess like I'm gonna imagine like okay, how is the logistics for this? Okay, so will they not have the dumb like divider thing? Hopefully, because COVID.
No, COVID has been downgraded, so probably no more.
Yeah, and hopefully no plastic glove also.
I mean, AKB is still doing it for theirs, but they're doing the opposite of NMB. They're doing the member wears gloves and the fans.
Let's spread all the virus to all the fans.
Yeah, SK does that too.
Yeah.
I think the plastic gloves were stupid because it's really really bad for the environment. Number one, and it's gross. I don't like.
Yeah, the member I heard some wotas like test out like one person wear a glove, and the other person not, and then shake hands, and they said it feels really weird.
Yeah, it does. So I hope they get rid of it. If they don't want actual handshakes, fine. But
yeah, I mean, I just want to talk in person.
Yeah.
This, I think, to be honest, I think the 2-shot photo and so the katataki will be the most awkward. Like, it will be very hard to talk. because you're gonna have to
Yeah.
take a photo, and then they will ask you to turn around, right, and then hit you on the back, and then you're supposed to leave. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Turn around and talk to them?
Yeah, I mean,
It's like, oh, that radio show was very funny.
I mean, during previous album event also, it's hard to talk during two-shot
It
photo.
is, yeah, it is. You're not
Yeah.
supposed to. You're not expected to be able to talk in
So
in two-shot events.
you
Yeah.
just say
You talk
what kind of
before you take
pose
the picture.
that you want, and then take
Yeah.
photo, then leave.
Yeah.
I always try to so they don't have a time limit for it, right? Just like
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
take the photo, you're supposed to leave. So you just go in and try to say something, and then okay, ask you for a pose, and then you say the pose, and then you try to talk again, and then yeah, you're supposed to leave. So it depends on how they're doing this. Like I feel that it might be a selfie, because if it's not a selfie, it ruins the album. I don't know.
I also think how it will go is like, so you go in, take the picture, and you turn around, and they chop you, but it's going to feel like they're pushing you out.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Are you supposed to turn around and say like, "Oh, I went to watch the baseball game"?
No, you don't talk at all. You just say they do the chopping.
No, I know.
So
If you want to talk,
So
are
they-
you supposed to turn around and say something? No, right? Like
No,
if they
no,
chop you, you're supposed to go.
Yeah,
they
that's
they
fine.
don't even
They become the Hagashi.
Yeah.
So yeah, they don't need to hire Hagashi. So this is also cost savings.
That's not true. They're gonna get the Hagashi to kick you out, but yeah, it's gonna be super awkward, right? If people want to talk, but like if you just want a photo, then that's good, I guess.
Because usually how like the photo event is like, okay, they take your phone. Yeah, so if it's not the selfie, then usually it's the staff holding it, and then they'll like stick the phone in your face and as they're pushing you out to make you look at it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they can't really do that if they have to do the karate chop thing first or after that.
That's why I think it might be a selfie.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll find out in like 4 days when the application's open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because AKB
And-
used to do it. Oh, but it might be too close. Or
Well,
unless
those are
they do
bonuses.
the Pararu thing, where they have the jail
The
visit,
cage.
and then
Oh,
there's a
wait.
fence, and you have to take the selfie over the fence.
Yeah, but then how they can't do the chop.
No. There's a wall, so the girl that's not allowed to get close to you to take a selfie. So you have to take a selfie far away, and then they will chop you. Oh, good point. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, especially because like you have fucking like an Amitan or Mochan, right? Who are like too short to even reach your shoulders.
That's true. So they do have to get close to you then.
Yeah, so it's probably be like no divider probably.
No, there will be a divider, but probably not. The table is not that long, maybe. Or the rule is that like you're not supposed to get close, but like like Raypon or someone like that will definitely get close.
Yeah, like Yunanan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
or
before
Yunnan, yeah.
before COVID at the AKB 2 shots, like where sometimes the member would take your phone and take it, or it
Yes.
was like they would walk around to the edge of the table where there's like a closer gap.
Yeah.
Like if you've been to that one, you would know.
Yes, that's
What I
what
mean.
I'm imagining. But and then you get like the girls who are like super strict by the rules, and they'll just like stand there, and you're supposed to take the photo while she's standing there.
Anyway, so
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
how
the
many
shoulder hit thing is
real
where-
events? 3? Oh, just 3.
Three.
Oh my god, all in
I
a
think-
week too.
I think
Kanto.
I'm super really surprised by this because COVID's over. I thought they would do more.
They love the
I-
online Hanashkai. They probably make way
yeah,
more
so
money.
now
They make
now they know
Yeah.
they know now that the cost of doing online is so much less, and they still sell enough, I guess.
Yeah. Oh man, only
And-
one Tokyo too, and fucking Makohari. Oh,
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised about that because like it didn't sell well last time.
I wish it was Yokohama.
I also wish it was Yokohama because it's closer to Kansai.
Oh,
to
that's
get
true.
home.
How
isn't-
far?
No, you should.
Which one do you like better, Matt? Makohari or Yokohama? Pacifico. At least Pacifico has
I get
food
both.
around it.
Yes,
I mean, so is Makahari.
Huh?
but it's all really far.
Really far. It's unrealistically
no
far, actually.
There's no McDonald's.
There's
has
a Burger
Costco.
King, right? Matt loves that.
No, not anymore.
Not
It
anymore. Oh my
closed.
god.
I think it's a Loteria now.
Yeah, it's
which
a
is
Loteria.
A huge downgrade.
Okay.
uh,
Is it a Wendy's? Wendy's
Uh,
Loteria or just a Loteria?
there's Costco. No, that's it. You're thinking of First Kitchen.
Oh, okay.
Loteria is the shitty Korean hamburger place.
Costco? Oh my god. Like, that's a 30-minute walk.
No, it's not. It's like a 15.
I went once. The bulgogi bake is good.
Yeah.
But
They have
anyway.
like fucking hot. They have like fucking like burger and fries now or some shit. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
I do like ATC better than Intex.
Yeah.
I think
I like
the
I like
Kanto
Intex
event,
because there's more space.
there is also AKB handshake event on,
Oh, yeah.
on that also on the same venue, I think. Yeah.
In
Yeah,
Monkey
Makari,
Party?
yeah.
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 Oh no. Oh no. I don't
It's
want
gonna be a clusterfuck of Voltas.
I don't want to be around other Wotas.
Other Voltas don't want to be around you either.
Yes. The feeling is mutual. Fuck them. I have better taste than they do though, because they go to they go to AKB.
Yes, I'll give you that.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to consider like
I guess the good thing though with the
October
Makari
29th.
one, it's October 29th. Yeah, so
what day is
that's
that?
close to Halloween.
Sunday.
Sunday.
It's Sunday, yeah.
Oh, cosplay.
Yeah, they'll probably do cosplay, so that's all. It's like
You
fun.
can see Dangerous Yukino.
Last time.
Steve's on
to be
YouTube, too.
honest, last time I went, I wasn't particularly impressed. So maybe not. I'll get yeah, I don't know. I'll think about it. Who
You
would
get
be
Mako
fun
and
to get
Zeon?
during Halloween?
Ayapyeon.
Ayapyeon would do
Mo-chan.
cosplay. I think
Fua.
Mako would do cosplay too. Fua, yeah, but then that's dangerous.
Mew.
Nah, not interested. But anyways, whatever.
Yeah, so I'll probably definitely go to the Kanto one. I was originally thinking I'm not gonna go to the handshake event for the Osaka one.
But there's a 2-shot.
Actually, either of them, but then they announced this photo event and then the
That's
show
how
event.
they get you, man.
Which-
That's how they get you.
Yeah, it's like yeah. So it's like okay, my curious. I know it's gonna be fucking weird, and I don't feel comfortable doing it, but
Yeah.
You gotta do it for your YouTube.
you gotta do it for the content, right? So yeah, and my curiosity to know what it's like, even though I'm probably gonna hate it. I also get to imagine like okay, like certain members, like I feel super uncomfortable doing it. Like Misaki, like I would feel super weird doing that. Imagine like you going to Amitan or whatever, right?
Oh my god.
You gotta register on a list if you do that.
they just submit the entire list to the FBI.
Yep. Yeah. But yeah, I may be convincing a certain person to try to come to this because he'll be in Japan during this time, and Elijah will be in Osaka during that time as well.
Who?
So
Andy?
no,
Is it our favorite
Josh,
Bozo?
Mr. Josh
Oh, okay,
Box.
Oh, Josh.
Josh Box?
Yeah, because
Oh.
yeah, we were already talking about like okay, let's go to the theater or something. But this weekend
Speaking
all
of
fuck.
YouTube content, he should make it.
Yeah, we'll do.
You
a
should collab. Yeah.
You should do a collab with. Does Josh? I think Josh still has his own YouTube channel, right? The non-slope one.
Yeah, he does photo book reviews,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we'll like hit up the Sutaya and get him to go buy a bunch of NB stuff. He has like a meme where he wears white gloves while doing the review. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So, but the thing is, like, I'll probably like, stay for like that week because like, it's like a 3-day weekend anyway. Like the Friday, I think, is a holiday.
Mm-hmm.
So probably try to go a couple days early, see if we can go to the theater and then go to the. But then I don't want to do the handshake event on that Saturday. So
Really?
yeah, but I might as well because I'm already there.
Just do a few and say hi.
Yeah. I'm not. Yeah. Also, I learned my lesson from last time. I'm not gonna be doing a whole fucking day of everyone. So then, Arda, you're coming for these.
Yeah, my plan is I will come to Tokyo at October 28th and then leave from Osaka around November 6th, I think. Yeah.
Huh?
So doing the
Hope
whole
it works
event.
for you.
Maybe you might get a theater show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm planning to do Makuhari just because there's only one fucking handshake in Osaka. It's just not enough, especially because Yayoi is only gonna have one
It's
slot.
it's 3 in a week though. Like I mean, I
I
don't
know
know.
it's also
Yeah.
fuck. Yeah, I mean originally I was thinking, yeah, it's too close. I shouldn't
Yeah,
go.
and that's why
Save
maybe
money.
there will be others to Indonesian coming with me on
Okay,
Japan trip.
nice.
Finally, see
But
Chow.
no Chow.
Yeah.
No Chow.
No, Chow. She should come.
Chow-
Hey, Chow,
Chow
if you're
and
listening to
Fox.
this, come.
Chow needs to get hit by Kojima.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, because Fox want to meet Nagisa at least once.
oh
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so they plan to come.
I feel
good.
that there's a chance that like Nagisa doesn't do the later online ones. Like she
Yeah.
finishes up in like whatever, right? The 10th instead of 24th.
yeah, and then they might have like photo book Watashi Kai to quote unquote make up for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, yeah, it's also another thing I mentioned was the actually real quick, I'll just briefly mention the online ones real quick. So November 23rd, December 2nd and 3rd, December 9th and 10th, and December 23rd, 24th are all online events. But yeah, I think they'll probably be doing like, release events, right? Like the normal things that they do like at Tsutaya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
those two. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
Jeff can
like
go to
probably
those.
that first. Riku might be able to because he'll be in town when it happens. So he
Oh,
might get a
yeah.
chance to-
But
but I
I
don't
mean,
think he cares about anyone's
well,
Senbatsu,
Shin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has to finally admit it.
I mean,
So
he should try
I'm
it
gonna
anyway.
say if Rico's listening to this, he doesn't listen to us, right? But yeah,
No.
but like doing like a real life event is so much different than like online or just
Yeah.
watching theater shows. Like it will change your
It'll change your life.
yes, no, it will change your perspective. Like you might
I mean, it
you
kinda
might
did
actually
for me,
become
like-
Shin fan afterwards, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that one I agree.
Yeah, even if it's just the really short like release event where each member is only a few seconds, it's still fun to see them up close and interact with them.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's better than Miyokuri.
Oh yeah, by far. Unlike
It's like a
what
super
Matt
Miyokuri.
says. Yeah. No, Handshake
Well,
is
see,
the best,
and then, like,
best one.
The only reason I make such a big deal about like Miyokuri is because like, okay, those are more often, right? It's almost every day, right? Whereas like these handshake events,
It
and
also costs
online events,
4,500 yen.
But
Oh,
you get a
it's
free
depending
show.
how
You
many
get a
you buy.
free theater show with it.
or just do cancel Maki for the birthday shows. Then you also get a free Miyokuri.
Yeah.
Reason like the Miyokuri because those are like more often, whereas these handshake events and online events they're only like once like a block in the year, right?
Yeah, but you can't talk. I want to talk.
Well, I mean that's why you go so often. Like it's like getting like to seeing them in person. I mean that's what I'm. That's
Yeah.
what I'm
Oh
getting at.
yes.
I thought Matt,
So, like,
Matt
that's why-
was saying like you could if you go like every day for a week you could actually have a conversation.
Yeah,
Like 2
you say
words.
one word a day.
Yeah.
But yeah, like getting to see them in person, like again, it's such a different experience. So that's why like I make a big deal about the Miyokuri because like you don't get to do that. You don't get like that kind of direct interaction with them that often, especially because they only do like these stupid 1 block month of Hanshikai, and that's it for the next like 6 months.
Yeah.
I mean that's the only good thing about the AKB ones where that NMB would participate in is at least those were more. You're having like events like every month almost
Because
right?
they did so many.
yeah,
Yeah, before it was like way too much actually. Now it's like too few.
not enough.
Back then it was literally almost all of my weekends were full of events. It was stupid.
Yeah, because
Actually,
you
it
had
was
to do.
stupid.
Well, you had to do AKB and NMB.
Yes.
Yeah.
Singles.
Yes. It was crazy. Like I couldn't. Like it was literally affecting my life actually. so I'm actually
Well, I
kind
mean,
of
yeah,
happy
I mean,
I don't
I-
have to do that bullshit anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I get tired like just going to the theater almost every week.
Yeah. You feel
Yeah,
feel
but it's like kinda
obligated
like
of doing it.
Yeah, it's like this like scale, like so when there's more events, you don't go to the theater that much, and when there's no events, you go to the theater more often.
Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, start.
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
I'm about the online being crammed is 1 month again. Like everyone hates this. Like a guy I know took a Twitter poll and there's like 50, 60 votes and it was like 95. So the options he gave were I really hate this, whatever, I have to, and then the second one is I whatever, I have to accept it slash I slightly hate it. And then the third one was I'm okay with this. There was 0 votes for I'm okay with this and like 5% for the second one and then like 95% really fucking hate it.
Yeah.
So I don't fucking get what management is thinking, other than cost savings.
I mean, that's literally it. Like the lemmings we are, right? We still buy it. So
Yeah,
why would they stop?
but I mean, it's stupid because, but even from a cost perspective, like people will buy more when there's more gap and they like want to talk again,
Yeah.
and there's more stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But nope, they can't even think far ahead like that.
No.
Just get the release out, just get all the events over, and go back to churning the theater.
Yep.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, Arda, do you want to plug something real quick?
Oh, the
What?
The Indonesian giveaway thing or whatever.
No.
Do we have many Indonesian listeners?
I mean, I'm holding it on my local Indonesian Discord, so yeah.
Okay.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
but-
international.
Yeah, not international.
But yeah, I think yeah. Anyway, I think that's like a good idea. Like the whole like trial system or whatever to give away a free Hanshkai ticket to people.
Sure.
'Cause I think it's definitely like I think a lot of people are like oh I would never do this. I'm like, well, have you tried it? No, then shut up.
Oh, we should we should do a
We should,
giveaway
like-
though. I don't know how though. Like what would
Who's gonna pay for it?
whatever.
Well,
it's
yeah,
it's,
like,
it's
so I think-
$10. I'll pay for it.
I mean, for my local community, I usually distribute around 2 or until 2 tickets each for the winner. So I let them make the account and then let them apply, and then when the time it's a payment time, it's my turn to pay. So I log
But
into their account.
Everyone in our Discord has has already experienced it, right? So
Yeah,
the-
that's
For the
Well,
most
that's the
part.
problem.
The regulars, yeah. I mean, there's been new people in the Discord recently who might not have.
Yeah, and it's like I have like that's why I make like these like video guides and stuff because I want like people to like do this, even the online.
yeah.
events,
I mean,
'cause-
if we can come up with like good like something we get out of it.
it's like subscribe and like comment.
No,
on the
I mean I
video.
don't care.
Or
I don't
like-
care about subscribing to the channel or whatever. It's more like you have to like
Write an essay.
Aruda's objective is obviously to introduce NMB to new people, right? Like, do we even have
Yeah.
enough people that we can introduce it to?
Well,
Like,
I mean,
is that important?
after I hold it several times, many are coming back to applying to NSCI. Like there is Mikana OC and then there is Ray OC as well,
Yeah,
who now regularly apply for Hanasikai. So yeah, it works.
maybe you can come up with a contest, Matt, and then we can do it.
I kind of want to be like, well, I kind of do what Arda's doing. Like, I want to be like an enabler.
Yeah.
So I want the people who like would not do these events, who already know NMB.
Yeah.
I want them to go to the next level. I
First
want them to
one
get
is
deeper
free.
into the whole.
Yeah. The first hit is
Yeah.
free. That's why
Yeah,
we're
exactly.
giving out the first hit. But
Yeah, because like I mentioned this, I mentioned in Discord, but like Nanaji, like they do this, like they do like a free Hanshkai with the members, and then they also sell same day tickets, which NMB doesn't do, but that's like something the NMB should do, right?
yeah,
But obviously the logistics don't work. But
Yeah.
that's like the smart thing. Do it for members who aren't sold out, like the Tojitsu system, right?
yeah. But yeah, I mean we can talk about it offline. But it's an idea. Yeah.
Yeah, and also like let us know like in the comments or email us like would you do one of these events? What's keeping you from doing these events? I think we asked
We ask this
before.
all the time. No one answers.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, also like I had like some people who are interested, but are, like I don't know who to go to, right?
Yeah.
So I'm working on a project for YouTube to introduce the members, but also like maybe do something like recommend members, like
Yeah.
okay, who is easy to go to if you don't know Japanese or if you don't know what to talk about, right? So kind of brainstorm ideas for that. But yeah, we're gonna go on a break and then we back talk about some more news and some concerts and events and stuff we went to. Okay, we are back. Yeah, so actually, real quick, we'll talk about the upcoming concerts that are happening next month. So actually, they already did the lottery for like the mobile lottery thing for the concerts. They did it with the Lawson ticket again, which sucks because it's a little more expensive. But yeah, Jeff and I and some of our other homies, we all applied together, and I guess like I'll call it like a natural win or whatever. Naturally, we didn't win every show. The actual 13th anniversary, the night show, was actually the hardest one to win. So we didn't actually naturally win it, like us personally, but other people like in our circle or extended circles or whatever, they got some extra tickets, so we were able to get those tickets. So, but yeah.
Oh, you got tickets?
For me, yeah. So we got tickets for all the shows that we were planning to go to.
Nice.
So,
not the Nagoya
luckily,
shows.
just because like
No. Fuck Nagoya.
yeah, I got the Tokyo, the Zeb Haneda one. I applied for Comico because I didn't want to stand, and I won it. So I'm like, okay, I'll take it. Yeah, and then literally the next day I have to go to Osaka, Oryx for that. So
oh man, that's
yeah. So we got the Oryx tour, and then we also got the 13th anniversary. So the afternoon one we won. That one I think most people won, and then the evening one.
Yeah,
we did
almost
win.
everyone
So
I know
we got
lost
help from-
that one. So yeah, like again, Oryx is in the weird like limbo where it's not big enough for a important show that everyone wants to go to, but then it doesn't fill up for
Yeah.
like the less popular shows.
like they
Yeah, like
they,
your
they,
next-gen
they should
concerts
they
or
should have
something.
chosen. I mean, whatever, right? Water in the bridge, but they really should choose. I mean, there's no. That's a problem, I guess. In Kansai, there's no mid-size. Like halls.
Grand Cube is a bit larger.
Yeah, but it sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Has better seats than Oryx.
the one, Oryx, like in between Oryx and like Kobe or Osaka Joe Hall, right? There's no like
Nothing like 4,000
4 or
people
5,000
so.
size. Like the Pacifico Theater, I think in Yokohama is like that size, 4,000 ish.
Yeah.
Like if it was that, I think they could still fill that like a 4,000 one, especially for anniversary concert.
Or Nagisa Grad.
Yeah, Nagisa Grad's probably Osaka Joe Hall. I think that might be the last time we ever go to Osaka Joe Hall.
Until maybe 15th
Matt's gonna be like,
anniversary.
"Fuck yes, no more Osaka Joe Hall."
Yeah. I mean, 15th anniversary, we might get it. That's like kind of like a milestone year. So
Yeah, but yeah, it's becoming like harder and harder. I feel.
yeah, but I think people like were doing some research and they said like Osaka Joe Hall was like already booked for December and November or something. But yeah, maybe even Kobe World Hall. That'd be okay.
I think there's a good chance it might actually be Kobe World Hall, just to do the Yuri pattern, right? And nobody uses
And
Kobe
the
World
Milky.
Hall, so it's probably cheap to rent.
Kobe so far. Anyway.
Yeah. You can take not you, but Matt, I recommend taking an airplane to Kobe. It's so much more convenient. Because
But then have to stay in Kobe.
you're automatically in the island. No. I'm saying take an airplane to go to. Oh, okay. I mean, you can stay in the island. It's cheaper. The hotels are cheap. Stay one night in the island.
Watch it be like a 2-day concert or something.
But yeah, I go to that island quite a lot actually. So
Go to the IKEA.
because of the IKEA, yes. No. And recently I've started taking an airplane to it because you're automatically on the island, so you don't have to travel from Shinkobe or something. So it's so much more convenient.
I mean, Shinkobe is not too far from Sun. It's like 10 minutes from Sanomiya, right? So
Shinkobe? No, it's 1 minute from Sanomiya. The problem is
Yeah.
the problem is you have to walk from the Shinkansen area to the subway
And then
and wait for the train.
and then take
which
the
is
port
not.
port island to Port Island.
Yes, that takes actually 15 minutes, which is stupid. That's why I'm saying take an airplane. It costs the same as a Shinkansen.
Emit more CO2.
Well, yes, but
Anyway, yeah.
And yeah, I saw bring it back to the concerts. This is the tour part. So they have like the Senbatsu that we mentioned already, but they're also going to be having 2 extra members at each leg of the tour. So for the Nagoya leg, it's going to be Anon and Z on there.
Jesus Christ, these like extra ones are like so much better than the real Senbatsu.
For Zeb Haneda, it'll be Ayapyon and Rapon. And then for Osaka, it'll be Yukino and Anju. So
Where's Mako?
Where, like,
What the fuck?
She's injured.
She's injured.
Yeah, so actually, we were talking about how they don't perform music shows. Well, they're actually using the Senbatsu for this tour.
Yeah, that's what I meant by like performances and stuff. Yeah, like it seems like festivals or like the Ramchika crap or whatever that they currently go to now. But yeah, these other members. So yeah,
So these are the borderline members we know now.
Mako is under Anon.
And Anju apparently, yeah.
Actually, Anju
she sold fairly well, but like, and then she was in that extra members for the Tokyo show last year.
Well, Siomin was on it, and it's not like she got anything.
Well, I mean,
she quit.
They tried.
Quitter.
She quit to go join Korean.
Did you talk about it? Oh, maybe is it on the news? We should talk about it.
We talked about Shomin last time, but we talked about her where she is now.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Sion is graduated member now.
Yeah, we don't need
to. We rarely talk about graduated member.
We used to talk about graduated members, not anymore though. But yeah. Yeah, we can move on. But yeah, justice for Mako. What the fuck? But yeah, these extra members are so much better. These extras are so much better than the current ones. Like, it can be just like fucking reshuffle. You can do that, right? Like, you can ask for a mulligan and do another one.
Reroll.
Reroll, yeah.
You pay
Reroll your stats. Like in Baldur's Gate, right? You can just keep rerolling.
Yeah.
But you have to wait 6 months for the next season.
That's how it is. I mean, hopefully Anon is feeling better in 3 weeks, 4 weeks now to perform at Anon.
Yeah.
Perform at Nagoya. Actually, yeah. So actually, I was a little pissed about this.
Not Misaki.
Yeah, why isn't Misaki? I know she's not Senbatsu border or whatever, but still, just like, okay, hey, she's in Nagoya. Fuck it. I mean, she was upset. She tweeted about this as being like upset about not being able to perform in Nagoya.
Oh yeah, I mean, but that's not how they picked the...
Yeah. But it's like, okay, it's a dumb gimmick. No, I mean, not like people will be going. Like, no one's going to be going to the Nagoya show specifically because Anon is there, right? I mean, also because I think it's like on Tuesday.
Oh, I mean, hardcore Oshi's will.
Yeah.
Like,
Ryan,
Phantom maybe.
Well, is Ryo going to go see Zion at Nagoya?
No, because...
Fake fan.
But...
Fake fan.
Yes. Okay, I'll tell him that.
It's okay, I'm too. I'm not going either. Even if Misaki was going, I'd be more likely to, more open to going, but yeah, no.
It's a weekday.
Yeah, and then Tokyo, okay, Muchan, she's from Tokyo, kind of also have been.
Yeah, I don't buy it. Like, I mean, it's not. This is not school, right? Like, you don't get to. You don't get to do this just because you're from Nagoya. What the fuck does that mean? So if they do like a Totori show, okay, maybe pull out Fuwa or something. But Nagoya is a major city; it doesn't matter.
Hey, they already took Misaki to Indonesia.
Yeah. So yeah, all her fans bitching about this. Think about that.
Anju's not even from Osaka.
Huh?
No.
So the Osaka show has to be Osaka only members.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Ayapyon, yeah, what? She's not from Tokyo.
Neither.
What's the Okuyama tour?
Exactly, that's not how this works.
Rapon is like from some weird Inaka, right?
She's from Osaka.
Toyama or something.
She's from...
Same.
No, she's from...
You're thinking of
Is she?
Sayuki.
Isn't there a member who is from like a really weird like location?
Yeah, Sayuki. She's from...
Yeah, Sayuki's from Toyama.
Oh, okay. It's not Rapon. Sorry. I
someone's from Niigata.
I get all the 9th gen mix up.
Well, there's a lot. Like,
you're racist tonight.
I know.
Yeah.
Clearly.
You're racist.
Hey.
Anyway. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, fuck the tour. Fuck these members.
But you're going,
Unless
right?
you're Ryan, you're like, okay, these are okay.
No, I don't want to watch. I don't want to watch like the Senbatsu in a concert. Fuck that.
It's also on Friday.
Okay. What day is it?
That's Tokyo's Friday, yeah.
No,
The 22nd.
of September.
Osaka. Yeah.
Yes, it's
No, it's 20.
No, was it the
It's the day
Haneda like Tuesday or something?
No, it's a Friday.
no, it's Friday.
That's Nagoya.
Oh, when is the actual Osaka one?
That's Sunday.
Sunday.
Saturday. Well, Saturday and Sunday.
Well, either way, I'm not in the country, so.
But yeah, we said last time it's stupid because like hardcore NMB fans would want to go to Osaka on a weekend, but then you make them also go to Tokyo
yeah.
on Friday.
Literally
Like,
the day
the Kanto
before.
Well,
fans-
Kanto fans are good because you can go Friday and then travel to Osaka. Like not
Well, yeah.
People
if
aren't
you wanna
like
do
you.
4 concerts.
People aren't like you, Jeff, who make a trip out of it. Most of people just go and then leave. Well, I don't know. That's what I do. I'm not, actually not. I'm not
yes,
most people.
Ryan,
Yeah.
the arbiter of mainstream
Yes.
taste.
No, people I know will just do one day.
This actually kind of threw me off. I felt like, oh, Nagisa's going to be sticking around for a while. But yeah, it's like a Nagisa and Girl regular model job.
Yeah. Which was
So, yeah,
really
this was announced like a
random.
week before. Yeah, it was announced like a week before she announced graduation. So I was like, oh, okay. Nagisa's like, say if she's going to stick around for a bit longer.
She's going back to
Nope.
fashion.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was on the cover of this magazine. Very odd. But I mean, it makes sense because she's popular. So popular people do weird things like being on covers of magazines randomly. You know the concept of the Ant Girl, right?
No.
It's for
It's for,
women in
like,
their 30s.
Late 20s.
Arasa, around
It's-
30.
Arasa is
Around 30.
I mean, they don't say that for after you. turn 30.
You do though. It's yeah.
they do.
It's like so it's 28-ish to 32 probably. Arasa.
Well, it's more like 25.
Well, she is.
Christmas
Yeah.
cake
People
thing,
start
right?
saying it.
But it's
Yeah.
fashion. Like the concept
Chris-
is like their fashion for like mature women basically.
Older, yeah. Older, yeah.
I mean, she looks the part. I guess
Yeah.
she can't do the.
I mean, yeah, so-
like, younger stuff like Bis or something.
Yeah, with like this and the like the lingerie thing, she's being becoming more like a lifestyle model, like someone for women to look up to, that kind of thing. So then this she can have a photo book with like fashion and lingerie, just like Ray.
Yeah, and then when Queen Tit inevitably comes to her graduation concert, they can talk about this as well. Like, oh, hey, I'm a fashion girl too now. Yeah, okay. And then along that line, we have Kojirin. She has apparel produce Renew. What is it called? So she has a line of clothing coming out. Did an Instagram live the other day with Ray and Shiori as the models.
Yeah, from what I saw, it's mostly women's clothing. I haven't followed. I didn't check much into this.
Oh, I looked at it. It's women's clothing. Obviously.
All her girl fans.
Yeah, so that ain't good for her. At least, monetizing those girl fans she has. Okay. Next, actually, this happened last time. We totally forgot to talk about it. We talked about Pikarun a lot, but I should just mention this. But yeah, she's officially back from her hiatus. Came out like last month.
She's not though.
has not returned.
It's
Not yet.
It's limited return.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, like she's back to posting like on social media and I
Yeah.
think rooms and crap too. So, but is not back at the theater or doing any stuff like shows and stuff. So, but so kind of back, but yeah, there's that. And then Ninth Gen got their individual Twitter accounts. So actually, this was kind of like stealth released. So like they mentioned last month that like, oh hey, we're all getting showrooms.
Yeah.
And then the same day, they announced that in the same day, literally when the show was supposed to happen, they all got Twitter accounts suddenly.
The showroom event, yeah.
Yeah, so it was all to like, go along with the showroom bullshit, which we'll talk about after this.
Let them promote it individually.
Yeah. But yeah, just after about a month or so of them having Twitter accounts, here are like the current total, I guess, of the members. So like Raypon has the most fans with 4,700, and then it's kind of just like they range from about 3,000 to 4,000 is basically the range for all the members. So Rio P at the bottom with 3,100. She's under.
I thought she would be more popular from that cooking show.
Jeff didn't use his sport.
Or the fashion show. Yeah. Ryan would be like, I imagine she'd be more popular than fake Izurina.
Yeah. What the fuck?
I mean, I thought she would
But
too.
wasn't it because like she started so late, so she didn't get into the rush of people like subscribing to them?
No.
So she started like a day after.
No, I think all the members started together on that day.
No, but she didn't post until like so much later. That's the explanation for her.
Oh, yeah, because I think some of the, like, they didn't all show up at once.
Yeah.
It was, like, slightly staggered.
Yeah.
Like, I remember, like, Amitan and Tenno, I think, were the first ones or so. But, yeah. And I think Wakatan was kind of late.
Yeah, Wakatan was so late, but still on the same day.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rio P was the latest one. I remember this. Because I had to figure out, I tried to figure out like why she was below Izurina.
By Izurina, we're talking about Honopi.
I mean, look at the picture of Honopi, you know who we're talking about. I'm actually surprised that like Raypon doesn't have like a much bigger lead.
Well, the main like 9th gen Twitter account, the NMB training account, I think that one had like 8,000 or something followers. So.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised that like Tenna and Ayami, like this ranking is very odd to me, to be honest.
Yeah, it's super
like
weird.
Raypon being number 1 makes sense to me, of course, but everything else is really odd. Maybe it's changed. I don't know.
Tenna posts like weird stuff, so. She's interesting to see.
That's true. The like IP has more followers, right? Because she's interesting.
Yeah, and then Yukino has the most in 8th gen because of her dangerous picks.
Yeah. Well, just because of the one, right? The Kimchi Nabe.
Well, there's been a few after. Yeah.
Oh, has there?
Yeah.
It's just funny. It's like Nishiyama on her profile. She has the Japanese flag, Korean flag on hers, and then on Tenna's it has full Japanese flag.
Yeah, she has to clarify to everybody, right, that she's full Japanese. So that's funny.
Yeah. But yeah, they got Twitter accounts, and then to go along with that, so they did the Showroom bullshit contest. We talked about this last time, but I think the prize is like a fashion show, right?
Yeah,
With,
for
the
Kobe
winning
Autumn
team.
Festival.
Yeah, Kobe Autumn Festival.
Yeah, I don't even know what the prize is, to be honest. Like, I just know it's showroom bullshit.
They get to do a fashion show. So the winning team.
It's not even
we have to
Kobe
go to the
collection,
fashion.
right?
No, it's autumn.
It's like the fall version of Kobe collection.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So, like a minor version or whatever. So the winning team, so the members will get to do a catwalk thing or whatever. So number 1 will get a solo walk, and then 2 and 3 of that team will get to do a pair walk. That's like the first prize, and then the top 3 teams would get to perform like a mini live thing. But yeah, so with that, the winning team was Team C, which was Yoshimin, Misora, and Sayuki. Upsetting the Raypon Whales, which got second place.
Yeah, how did that happen?
It happened on the last day because until before the last day, Team B still leading quite a lot,
Yeah.
around 2 million
Jesus Christ, like Raypon has like 11.8 million points, which is like so much more than like everybody else. So she was dragged down by her team basically. It's like Aruda didn't like spend enough.
Well, I mean, on the last day also coincided with NMB performing in Jakarta, so yeah. I didn't watch any showroom for that day.
That's
Waka
why I
Pone
told.
more important than Waka Ton.
Yeah. Clearly.
Yeah, and also
The
Satoru Wells also participate in this, and then it turned me off.
oh, Toku-chan
I think many Satoru Wells, some couple of,
for who? For who? Yoshimin?
I think Misora and Wakatan also.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Yo, I know like Misora used to do Showroom before, right? I think, and then Yoshimin also, and that's why like Yoshimin knew like all
All the
the
rules.
the 3 loops and of throwing stars and stuff like that.
See, that's unfair, right? The other girls didn't know that.
Well, I think everyone can only do one stream per day.
Oh, okay, so no 3.
No, not really. Not
No,
really.
not one. It was like 2. It was the same where you have the amount of time.
Yeah,
per
they
day.
have 3 hours
And
per day
yours.
to do show.
Oh,
Okay. I think
that's
I
right.
mostly saw everyone just doing 1 hours each.
Yeah,
So like I only
that's
saw
what I
3
think.
streams for certain teams.
Depend on
That's
each
ripe
member.
for abuse.
Yeah, so Sayuki was the one dragged up the most. She only had 1 million
Yeah.
points, while like Yoshimin had 9.4 million. Misora had 7.2. So yeah, I feel bad for Raypon.
Yeah. So she got nothing, right? Even though she quote unquote won.
No,
She'll get
She
to perform.
performed.
She
Got to perform.
Yeah.
Oh man. What the
I don't
fuck?
think it's happened yet, but
What
she
the
will
fuck
get
does
to,
that
yeah, top
mean?
3 teams.
Yeah.
Top 3 teams will get to perform like in a mini live. Like you know how Susu's team did that thing at the Osaka Girls Collection or whatever it was
Oh.
that Rika T tweeted about at Kyocera Dome.
oh, Strawberry Girls.
Yeah, so like basically how they did like a mini live at the fashion show. That's basically what the top 3 teams will get to do.
Oh. I mean, it's a minor event already, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah,
getting to perform in a minor event, it's like
Yeah,
it's a
and
niche
that's-
of a niche.
That's why I'm not
But,
really willing to spend out money for this.
Yeah, the one that actually was worth it was like the Ray model thing that like Shinshin won. So that one was worth it. But something like this is not worth it. Like, going to Kansai Collection or like Tokyo Girls or whatever, not worth it. Wotas need to be more,
More wise.
prudent with their money, which is
Yeah.
stupid thing to say because these are Wotas, but yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah. All right. There's the showroom bullshit. Check in.
Wait.
Who knows what the next
Oh,
showroom
yeah.
bullshit will be?
I threw only like half the time I went into Ryopi's showroom and threw like 3 stars, and I ended up 17th in her overall.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So is she that unpopular?
It's yeah.
Apparently so.
I mean, she got 1.5 million.
Yeah. Why is she so unpopular? I think she's less popular than fucking Izorina. What the hell?
Should have helped.
Me? No.
Be the change you want to see.
Oh, okay. Not really. But okay.
Yeah. Anyway, next, this is also kind of random that actually happened the other day. So Yoshimoto, I think it's a creative or whatever. They had a special dance class for elementary school kids, namely girls, I believe. And so Yumi and Kato and Mighty, they were the teachers, and they had 2 sessions for these kids, and they practiced Oh My God. You saw it the other day. It was cute. I guess there was some was it a parent or a fan or whatever that tweeted about how one of the kids I guess was only knew about Sakamichi, was only a Sakamichi fan, but after doing this class she became an NMB fan and wants to see NMB more.
It was really funny too. They
Yeah.
were like, they made sure not to like advertise who the members were or whatever to discourage the, they made sure that like parents are not allowed to stay inside the
Yeah.
dance studio to discourage the wotas who would like bring their children basically to as bait to meet NMB members. Like Ayami's mother or something.
Yeah.
But the funny one was that apparently Sakatan's sister went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sakan's sister is like 6 years old.
Yeah.
Dang.
And she was like, oh, she already goes to dance school. So they thought like her parents thought that she would do well, but apparently she sucked.
Oh wow, really?
I mean, that's according to Sakatan, right? I don't know.
Oh.
Don't worry, she'll get a glory push when she joins.
Yeah,
NMB
yeah,
in
yeah.
Yeah.
In around 6 years. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
this it's nice local outreach, like
Yeah.
build next generation of
And
fans. Like if NMB is gonna become a local idol, then you gotta do stuff like
yeah.
this.
So we talked about there's no spot to talk about this here, so I'll say it. There's more and more like evidence pointing towards NMB being integrated back into Yoshimoto, like the real Yoshimoto. Because of like show title, like Kenmotsu and all of those guys are gone now.
yeah, we talked about that last time when you were here.
I know. But I was saying that, and the other day, Akarin announced that she's moving to Yoshimoto, the main Yoshimoto. So I think there's a chance that like and as every time we talk about it, we say that we don't know what it means, right? But there's a chance that NMB gets merged into main Yoshimoto rather than staying with show title, because I think show title is not long for this world, because they lost Akarin. Like, what the hell does that mean? And
I mean, wasn't it like already like kind of like a shell company of
yeah.
Yoshimoto
It used to be like a child company, right? It did its own thing,
Yeah.
but now it seems like it is a shell company, and they're using it to just like hold on to NMB, and then maybe eventually they'll like even if it's just to get Nagisa's contract, I think it's worth it for Yoshimoto to move NMB to Yoshimoto, just so they don't have to like re-sign her to a different contract or something.
Yeah, and is that you think that's good for NMB in like being placed in random stuff that Yoshimoto does around Kansai?
That's better. It's better than what they're doing right now, because if they're more integrated, that means they can be more involved in like for example, this dance class, right? They should like Yoshimoto does so much like minor shit, right? Like not the big ones, but like small local stuff. So
Yeah, like we talked about I mean, we have this on here. We can just talk about it right now too, like the sports festival they did last month.
yeah, stuff like that, right? Like
where it was a bunch of Yoshimoto comedians playing sports with kids.
Yeah, it's a free event for people to
yeah.
go.
yeah, stuff like that. They do it a lot,
And then-
not just with Osaka, right? They do it all around Japan, and actually in Indonesia and Thailand for some reason.
I mean, Japan tries to market to Southeast Asia sometimes.
Yeah. So I think I mean it's just another hurdle that's it's a lesser hurdle, right? I mean they've always been Yoshimoto anyway, so it didn't really matter. But now that they're literally the same company, maybe it becomes easier to use them. Maybe we can finally get a show on BS Yoshimoto.
It'll be called the second Shibuya Nagisa. Here I am on my
Jesus Christ. Good thing I don't have to subscribe to watch it.
They put Nagisa's name so it shows up in the search.
And it's just mighty, yeah. I'll be like the most disappointing thing ever. Like, who the fuck is this?
It'd be funny if like they were actually pushing Sayuki with the Shibutani because the same kanji.
Same kanji.
Yeah. Like, oh, Shibuya. Oh, yeah, I know Shibuya.
But she's like so unpopular, right? Like, yeah.
I mean, she's
Yeah.
new.
She's below Rayo. Who the fuck is Rayo? Yeah, the UP region.
Okay. Also, just added this in here. This happened. Osaka
Speaking of,
Banpaku.
you was talking about random Kansai things, and I just thought about the Osaka Banpaku, so the World Expo in 2025. So Yoshimoto's heavily involved in like promoting that.
NMB was involved in promoting that.
And then like, yeah, so like NMB was like the official, like special supporter, like and has been for years since when like Akarin
Yep,
was still here.
they even have a commercial for it.
And
That the Gaijin show, I think, was like sponsored by that as well. The
by
tourism.
that Osaka Tourism
Yeah.
Board. But yeah, so then like it was mostly 8th gens and then like a few 7th gens and then Shiori for some reason were picked to like
It's really random, yeah.
show up at this press conference for an opening of like a museum at the Osaka Exposition Park. And they wore like old like uniforms from the original expo in 1970 and like did a little fashion show, and they showed up on the news and stuff, so it's kind of funny seeing like the governor of Osaka like watching the enemy members. There's one point in the news footage you can see him like take a photo of all the members with his own phone.
Really?
So, yeah. So hopefully like he remembers NMB and like I don't know,
Well, isn't that your favorite
gets
guy?
more exposure. Well, because Andy says I look like him.
No. I thought, no, isn't he your favorite guy?
Because of the COVID stuff, right?
Yeah. Yoshida.
Oh, no, because I fucking hated.
Yeah.
I was always complaining about him like imposing more restrictions in Osaka, so
Yeah.
like we couldn't have concerts. Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah.
I mean, COVID's over
Yeah.
now, so
Yeah, I think he's been good for Osaka, to be fair. So
yeah. Well, I mean,
Better than Koike, right? No. I'm talking about.
make Osaka great.
basically,
again.
make Osaka great
It's
again.
basically their whole. Let's not get into politics
Yeah.
here.
Right. So yeah. Next up, we have Danceable 2. So we thought Danceable was dead once Uka left.
We thought we were finally rid of them, but
I mean,
No.
they are.
Hey,
This
they-
is a
they
new
are.
dance unit.
Yeah, it's a new dance
Basically.
unit starring. Wait, why is Yumin here? wait, that's the wrong thing. Yeah, no, I was looking at the dance class. Anyway, so Danceable 2 is featuring Yukino, Zeon, Mighty, Anju, and Honopi. So all of Ryan's favorites.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm happy that Zeon and Yukino are on it, but like the other three, I mean, Anju is neutral, but then the other two, Jesus Christ.
What's Mighty gonna be center of this unit?
Fuck
Did
no.
they say Zeon is captain?
Fuck no.
No, Yukino. This whole unit is led by Yukino,
Okay.
But that doesn't mean she's center though.
right? But well, I mean, they have no plans, no concrete plans for like like theater show.
They said they're
concert or
aiming for a
anything.
Kanmuri live.
Yeah, well, that's the first step. Yeah, and they don't even have a group name yet.
Danceable 2.
So
Danceable too. Yeah.
tentatively,
It's not gonna be Danceable 2.
the follow up to Danceable.
Better danceable.
Danceable 2, Dance Harder.
two
But
dance, two
they
dance.
Danceable
said
2,
they're-
the streets.
Two dance, too furious. Yeah.
They said Yukino said like the concept will be like also like being girly and feminine. It's not just dance, so I don't know, like combination of danceable and quintet. I mean, I might go to like Comedy Live if they do one.
You'll be going for Anju,
Yeah.
right?
Be the Anju fan for a day again. Yeah, I'll see Phantom there.
All right. Yeah, so look forward to that. Right, next. So this came out of like a random Team M show. They did the dumb announcement thing. And announced that Ray will be an ambassador for the Osaka basketball team.
Yeah, Osaka Ibesa. So if you remember, Ray and Makochi did a thing at their game last year where they were like shot free throws at the beginning of the game.
That was for some
Yeah,
YNN thing, right?
No,
No?
no.
this is
So
real
okay,
work.
so it's
Team
it's
out.
separate. So the first was the basketball game, just like a pre-game thing, to get fans to go to the game. Like I went to it. It was fun. Um, and then later they had for that free throw thing, they got one player to teach Ray and Makochi free throws. They had a random YouTube video. And then they invited that player back again for Spokane
Yeah, Spoken. Yeah,
later
I remember
for
Spoken.
basketball. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, now Ray is the ambassador for this team, like how like Karen and Sadharu are the rugby ambassadors. But the funny thing is that basketball player, his name is Kinoshita Makoto. After the like free throw event, he became a Ray fan, and like he came to a theater show like I think the first time. I'm not sure if the first time if he was invited or if it was on his own. But now he like comes to almost every Team M show where Ray is, and he even came to like
He became
this like
Wota.
little food. Yeah, he's like a full on Wota now. He came to this like I saw him at the last Team M show I went to, and then like last month I went to like a Yuina Sadhara and Ray did like a mini talk show for like her Yuina's food thing, and he was even at that.
Is he like an actual basketball player? He's a professional basketball player, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he's a professional basketball player.
I want...
It's the off season right
Oh,
now.
okay.
I guess. So,
I think
Again?
I mean
but,
they're not super rich, but they make good money.
yeah, I mean it's still professional. It's
It's
still the top flight in
yeah,
Japan.
I mean that doesn't really mean a lot, but
Yeah, you have like 35-year-old former NCAA
yeah,
players here.
yeah.
But anyway, it's just super funny. Like you look at his Twitter, it's like half tweeting about the games, like yeah, good win today, guys. And then the next one is like his photo of his theater ticket. Like Ray was really cute again today. He goes to like the photo book events and stuff for her.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, didn't he go to like a handshake event or a two-shot event?
I don't know about the handshakes yet, but he went to her recent like the style book
Watashi
release
Kai,
event.
yes.
that must be
Yeah.
super awkward for Ray. Like this guy who was like
Yeah,
a coworker and then
it
suddenly
is.
became like a fan.
Yeah. And now coworker again for a longer
Yeah.
term.
It's like the reverse, like, oh, you were a fan, and then they graduate, and they meet them after they graduate. Or whatever,
Yeah.
you know?
It's very weird, right? But I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
the weird
So
parasocial.
I heard on the day that of the announcement, there were several people sitting in like there's like a back corner of the theater where like some VIPs will sit sometimes, like for Seitansai, or in this case of an announcement with a business partner. So they were like basketball team officials, I guess. But then like that guy was also there at the show, but he won normally. And then he tweeted afterwards like, "Wow, I was really surprised. Like now I went to the show as a fan, and now like I'm gonna work. Now Ray is gonna be the sponsor for my team." Yeah, it's just kind of awkward, but I mean, I so far they're being professional about it. I don't know. Ray like sometimes replies to him on Twitter.
Yeah, so that's it for the news. Next, talk about some events and stuff that happened recently. So we already talked about sports festival thing, so we don't really talk about that. Anyway, it was neat. It was interesting. There was some fun like variety corners and stuff with the members.
The funny, it was a free event, so like you could go. And I was in Osaka, but I had something else I thought about going, but I couldn't make it. But like you could on the stream, you could see Wota just like awkwardly standing on the side and watching.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So next, we'll talk about the Danceable concert, the last Danceable
Yes.
concert ever that Jeff went to.
It's almost a month ago, but yeah. So there's that Gorilla Hall. So if you remember when Uka announced graduation, his like said, "Hey management, like it would be really awesome if we could do one last Danceable concert." And then like according to fans nearby, the staff looked at each other and like did a wry smile, and then so they searched around for a venue and they found Gorilla Hall on a random Tuesday, and it was pretty full. It was really hyped. Like the only real outside concert Danceable did before this was their first anniversary back in 2019 at Club Quattro in Umeda. That was really small, but it was like one of the most fun concerts I ever went to because it was, it's an idol live, so you do all the mixes and you have pen lights and stuff, but it was all super hype dance songs or like cheering songs. And it was all standing in a really small venue, so I really enjoyed it at the time, and this concert was also just like that. Uh, yeah, actually the fun thing I think is that, NMB is such a huge group with so many members. Not everyone cheers for every other member, but then for a small group like Danceable, it was like, you cheer for every member because you like this whole group. I mean, it's kind of similar to Quintet for what Ryan experienced. But yeah, so it was, you know, do the concert set list is not so unpredictable, but of course the big surprise was that in the encore, Nanaho and Yuki-sun came back, and then they performed Yasashi-san no Inazuma with all 6 members, the full version, and
That's
then
the second time
Hachinosu
they did that show
dance.
that day.
Yeah, so the first song was Yasashi-san no Inazuma short version, so it was kind of surprising, like why are they doing it at the beginning? But then it, once you see the encore and they come back, it makes total sense. Yeah, yeah, Phantom was there, so yeah, I'm sure he enjoyed it.
I
It was
watched
kind
the
of funny.
stream until like the second or third song.
Uh-huh. And you couldn't take the dance.
Then I turned it off. Well, because I think the second song was like fucking like Nemo Hama Rumor or some shit, or
Oh,
Motokade, and I
yeah.
was like, oh fuck this. And then I guess I saw the set list later.
Mhm.
Actually, okay, I just noticed the subtitle After Rain, and I saw they actually did the song After Rain. That was like the
Yeah.
AKB documentary song.
Hmm.
I was like, oh.
Yeah, and they all cried.
Yeah.
Because it's like a goodbye song.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's really good if you're a dancehall fan. Move on to Indonesia.
Alright, yeah, so then NMB finally went to Indonesia, and Arda was there.
Yeah.
You can talk about the whole thing, because like it was like not just the concert thing, you were like
The whole thing.
at the airport, you followed them to the mall that they performed at, or some other stuff, right?
Yes, we used to have some like similar experiences when they went on the Asia tour and like Andy and Ryan went. But yeah, you can tell the
Okay.
stories are that.
Yeah, so we all expected that NNB are gonna come around July 28th, right? Because of their schedule. But then we were already at the airport at 3 p.m. because initially we expected them to take morning flight and direct flight. Yeah, but then she updated her Instagram story from Kansai Airport at around 1 p.m. GST. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, the confusion came when Wakapon updated her Instagram at around 7 p.m. GST. Like, how come they could update her Instagram while in the plane? Assuming that Yoshimoto will be too cheapskate to buy internet on airplane.
But the answer
Yeah,
was
that's
that they
when
were
we found
even
out
more
from
cheap.
It was
Mubame
it was
that-
worse.
Yeah, they had to transit at Manila Airport and took flight using Philippine Airlines. Yeah, so total flight is around more than 12 hours, and then they arrived at airport. They got out from Soekarno-Hatta Airport at 1 a.m. local time. There was a vlog of it because when they were coming out, there were several Wota photographer and then fans also, around 5 fans. There were 3 Chihi fans actually, surprisingly.
Yeah.
And then
One of them wore a Handshake outfit, and she was so
Yeah.
happy about it.
yeah, what surprising me that they were accompanied by only 4 female staff and 1 male staff from
Oh, really?
Japan. Yeah.
So, well, that's Yoshimoto being cheap. Misaki is half staff because she is the translator.
Yeah. Then they took bus to hotel. So the next day,
Actually,
Okay,
can I
okay.
ask? So you said you were there from 3
Yeah.
p.m. already. Did you all stay at the exit area the whole time?
we stay until we knew that they transit in Manila Airport. So we stayed until Sakatan
Oh.
Mobame came out.
So like 4 hours.
Yeah, around until 7
How lo-
p.m. local time, so around until 9 p.m. GST. Yeah, so
How
around
long
6
was
6
how long
hours.
was Chow waiting? Where was she?
Chow initially waiting at outside, but when NNB landed, she was actually on inside airport, so she look at them from the inside and tell everyone who was on outside.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, did she? How did she?
How did
has
she get
a
in?
special-
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, so we wait at the gate until before dinner, and then but then we had dinner. But then around when by the time that they landed around 11 p.m. on 12 a.m. we back to in front of gate again.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you can see their journey vlog on Wakapon channel.
Yeah.
The first part,
We can see you clearly.
really the logo of Philippine Airlines.
Oh yeah. And eating siopao in Manila Airport.
Yeah. Yeah, so I managed to greet Wakapon, and then yeah, we talked a little bit before she rode the bus.
Okay, so you actually talked to the members a bit? Because like I saw like the video that one guy posted, and he was like, it just seemed like you guys were just like standing around him, like kind of awkwardly.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, trying to give them space, right? Like don't get too
yeah, I
close.
mean for the real fans, they actually we try to give him a lot of space, but then for the Wota photographer, they take photo and then video of them, right? So yeah,
Yeah, it just like seemed really awkward because like they're just like constantly filming him like paparazzi style
Yeah.
for like
yeah, but
I guess like a half hour or whatever, and just like I feel bad for the members. Like they seem like they like
yeah, actually, there was a mistake from the event organizer that they have to walk from the another gate to another gate for around 15 minutes walk, and then they need to also wait for their bus to arrive on 10 minutes outside.
Wow, that's super awkward.
Yeah. Yeah, and the next day they just like in a Wakapon vlog, they visit JKT48 Theater at 9
How
a.m.
did you know? How did you know that they were gonna go there?
I don't know.
Coincidence?
I don't know because I always use JKT48 as a point of meeting for our local community, right? Because the evening we will have concert at near the mall. Yeah, so we all usually use in front of JKT theater to meet as a meeting point. But then coincidentally at 9:30 a.m. they arrived at JKT48 theater when I was in front of them. So yeah, greeting Wakapon again. And even Kojirin asked her. Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess like you could also see like on like their TikToks and stuff, like they did like
Yeah, they did some collaboration
songs together. Yeah, did like Nagaichi and then
they did Nagaichi and then
song.
JKT48 original single. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good to see this international collaboration.
Yeah, but then when JKT48 come to Osaka, they didn't go to NMB 48 theater.
Yeah. They didn't reciprocate.
They only came to US show.
And they went to AKB theater, right? Not the NMB theater.
Yeah.
The disrespect.
Yeah, but after visiting the theater, they had lunch at the first floor at the local restaurant.
The it looked like a food court.
No. It's actually a
restaurant?
local restaurant, but has a outdoor.
Oh,
seating space, but
okay,
then-
that's why it looked like a
Yeah.
food court.
The outdoor is actually for reservation only, but if you want to eat, actually it should be indoor.
I see.
Yeah. So
Maybe
But that's where
maybe
they
they had a
tried-
reservation.
yeah, there were actually some fans also eating there.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see on the vlog behind Kojirin, some young people, they were local fans.
But the members, that's the restaurant the members tried a lot of Indonesian food, right?
Yeah, because on the next day, they actually eat more kinda European and healthy food.
McDonald's.
And the Super Grain restaurant called Super Grain. Yeah,
Hey, the super grain claims they're healthy.
yeah, it looked like healthy food. Yeah, but then after having lunch, they back to hotel until around 3 p.m. when I noticed their bus coming to the venue to prepare for the performance. And the performance start at 7:40 p.m.
Oh.
They bringing 7 song, which has with every song actually has Indonesian version of it. So Nagaichi,
Oh,
Kamonegix, Kita Kawa Kenji, Bokuran Yurika, Durian Sonen, and the last song is the surprising one is Sanbyaku Rokuju Gonichi.
You think that's surprising? It seems like they use it all the time when they go overseas. They sang it in Thailand too.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, but all the song already familiar in local fans, so yeah, we were able to.
Maybe they chose it
chant.
because of that.
Yeah,
Because it's,
maybe that's more likely.
JKT songs. Yeah.
so everyone can do the mix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Bismillah stuff.
I don't
Yeah,
know what
and
that
the
means, by
unique-
the way.
Unique
But,
chant on the last song.
How does it go? Like, do you chant during the whole song, or is it one part?
Yeah, it's only in the beginning part because on the first verse, because when you start the day, something like the lyric goes like that, right? When you start the day,
Asa also. Oh, okay,
because
okay.
when Muslims start the day, we usually say Bismillah. That's why
The morning
the chant
prayer.
come
Oh,
it like
okay.
that.
I see.
Yeah, so they did introduction in Indonesian as well.
You see in the video, like they all like half of them like wrote it on like their arms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mikana hit it like under her like a little wristband thing.
yeah, and surprisingly, Wakapon is the most confident one. I don't know.
I see.
Yeah. So the next day, thankfully they didn't directly go back to Japan after that. So they have
They had a day
still
for
one
sightseeing,
day
right?
to go sightseeing. They visited the biggest mosque in Southeast Asia, and also visit around. They visit two malls. The interesting is the one mall is more Japanese oriented and the other is Korean oriented. So they have
They
two
went to the
perspective
Korean
of
one.
mall. Yeah,
Yeah.
they went both. The
Oh, okay.
Central Park one is more Japanese oriented because there are many Japanese outlet there, and the Lotte Mall one is more Korean oriented.
I see.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
before
sounds fun.
they go back at airport, they stop by at McDonald's.
I hope they do more of the foreign stuff.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah, it seems
it's
like
nice
they're
to
a lot
have
more.
NMB coming overseas.
Yeah, it seems like they're a bit more like, I don't know, relaxed with the stuff that like fans can do with the members like outside of
Yeah, I mean it's also
Japan.
culture, right? Like the expectations of uh the foreign fans is so much different.
Yeah, and
Yeah, because like
Like
some of the stuff like you guys like
everyone
hanging out like at like the food court or whatever or the theater and like being the members like that would never happen like in Japan. I even remember like when me and Andy went to Guam and like we just randomly see like Okada Nana at the Kmart there
Yeah.
and just chat with her for a few minutes. Like yeah, it's like this kind of like it's not Japan, so anything goes kind of or like or what happens outside of Japan stays outside of Japan
Yeah.
or whatever, you know. So I'm not sure, like when like Ryan or Jeff, like when you guys went to like Thailand or Taiwan.
yeah, and also
So-
most of the member haven't gone to overseas yet.
Yeah, it wasn't like Sad Harbor like terrified the whole time.
Yeah, Satoru Mikana.
Sakatan. First
Yeah, I
time.
think Sakatan is the most tortured during this flight.
I mean, she's the
Yeah.
youngest.
Well, besides Misaki, but
Well, Misaki lived abroad.
yeah. But I mean, she was like 3 or 6 when it happened, so you know, might as well not have happened.
But I just think it's funny they took Philippine Airlines.
Yeah, it's funny that they took.
I mean, if you're if you're cheap, I guess it's a shit airlines. Actually, that's shit is like a strong word. It wouldn't be my first choice if I were going to ride it.
I briefly searched flights back to the US and I saw one go on Philippine Airlines. I was like, should I do this and then go eat the same shopao that Wakapon ate?
I mean,
Doesn't
we
they-
know
the
you
store.
would.
There's a Delta flight from the Philippines, I think. The ones that go to the US from the Philippines, it would be like Delta and Philippine Airlines, only two, I think. And Delta goes to New York and Philippine Airlines goes to LA, I think. So yeah.
Yeah, in San Francisco.
Does they go to San Francisco? I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah,
But yeah, it only goes to West Coast because it's too far.
it's all the Filipino.
Yes. You would think there'd be New York, right? But no. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, it sound fun.
Yeah, I think Wakapon definitely enjoyed the trip based on the video.
Yeah.
But I don't know
Yeah, I
the others.
respect Wakapon for trying all the other food.
I mean, she's always been like that type. Not afraid of anything basically. Like the others, like I like the other girls, like their reactions are like so common. Like
It's typical.
yeah.
Japanese.
I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go. I'm afraid of going overseas because like what if the food doesn't like match with my whatever my pure Japanese stomach. Or I had a coworker who went to Europe for 3 months and it was like, "What did you eat?" Nothing. Yeah, she went to like a grocery and bought like bread and ate that every day. That was the only thing she ate.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Or it's like only eating McDonald's or something.
No, not McDonald's. Yeah, I don't know. It's you know how girls are, but like she's like didn't enjoy anything. I was like, oh, that's a waste. Like you're in Europe, you could have eaten like so many like new things. I was even recommending like because I went to a Greek place last time I was in Europe. I thought that was good. It was like, oh, I'm not sure I'm gonna like that. So okay, whatever. So
Yeah, even fans like comment in their showrooms like, "Oh, watch out! Don't drink the water."
Yeah.
Like, "Oh, you know, when I went to like Thailand, I got like diarrhea for 2 days."
well,
Like, oh my gosh, shut up.
well. In fairness, I don't recommend drinking the water either in Southeast Asia. So,
Yeah, you cannot drink tap water at least.
Tap
You
water,
should be
yeah.
drinking water from
Yeah, yeah,
bottle.
that's normal. But like, they like say it like they're like it's gonna be a terrifying experience.
I mean, it probably is
Oh my God.
for them.
Yeah, but Sakatan said she enjoyed it a lot.
Oh really?
I don't know about Sadharu because she was sick. She was sick the whole time too.
Yeah, her voice clearly look like she's sick. She's sick.
And it seems like Misaki got like a decent like boost like in her Instagram followers and stuff because of it too. So
So all the Indonesians followed her
yep.
because she's the only one who speaks English.
Yeah, and that's why she also one of the famous member Indonesia from NMB. Yeah, because she know how to speak English.
What really sucks about especially like, the timing of like this Indonesian concert and then like the Handshake and stuff is like there's no event
That's
to like follow up on it. It's gonna be like 3 months after the event, and at that point like most of the members have already forgotten about it. So that's like why we need to have more events.
Yeah.
That's why you go to Miyakuri, because you can like pull up a sketchbook. How was Indonesia? Or something. And then like Misaki will say thank you, and then that was it. Like what happened to Jeff.
Thank you for finally coming to Indonesia. Yeah, yesterday I told Misaki in English, "Oh, I like your hairstyle today," and she said, "Oh, really? Thank you."
It's like her default response.
Well, the weird thing is after coming to Indonesia, when I visited Misaki showroom, she called me as Wakapon fans.
Oh, so
I mean, I'm sure Wakapon told everyone about you. Like, who's the guy with the huge Wakapon sign? Like, wow, you have a crazy fan in Indonesia.
you got reverse Misaki.
Yeah.
What's reverse?
Yeah, because normally I get Misaki by the other 7 members.
Oh, yeah.
For like, oh, you're a Misaki fan. Why are you talking to me?
Well, actually, I like you more than Misaki.
Alright, just real quick, I went to Summer Station. That was a thing over at Roppongi. I did a video on my YouTube channel, so I won't go too much detail. But I watched the TV taping of Iwakura Yoshizumi. It was with Chihi, Maiti, Nagisa, Kojirin, and then like 8 9th Gen members. Nishiyama was there, and it was basically just like a showcase of like the 9th Gen members' like talents and stuff. So that was fun. Luckily, I got my ticket. It was like really good. It was like 50. And I was able to sit in the front row, so I had really good view, got really good res. And then for the Summer Station concert, my number was like 900 something, 800 something, so I had to wait all the way up on the Keyakizaka Hill. And then, I was like in the very back, so it sucked. That part sucked. But, I mean, the concert was really short. It was like an hour long or less than an hour long. So, for me, I'll say it was better than Zepp. It's like, I'm going to be standing, let me stand for an hour and that'll be okay. But yeah, also I saw Phantom there. He actually had a better number for the concert. He was like 300 something, so I got to chat with him for a bit. He was there for On. But yeah, that was good. That was fun. And then next we have the Wine in Camp. So that just happened. as we expected, it was a 9th gen focused camp. They usually focus on new gens for each camp every summer.
I wonder how they're gonna do it next year, unless there's a 10th gen.
Yeah.
Please no 10th gen.
we've been moving too fast with the new gens, so it's timing. Like 7, 8, 9 basically got their own years. But what about next year? Like, unless we do get 10th gen, that would be stupid.
Yeah.
Next year should be Spokane camp.
No, they should cancel Spokane. No one likes it anymore.
What? Everyone loves Spokane. What the hell are you talking about?
They didn't do a Spokane corner for this whole thing.
Yeah,
Despite
I mean
having
it's
Spokane members
9th
here.
gen focused, so
This again, they still brought the Spokane members.
Because they're sporty.
Okay.
But Yayoi cannot run.
Neither can I appeal when they brought her.
yeah, but the Ayoi was like way too much. Like, that was ridiculous. She looked like my grandma trying to run.
That's her role in YNN.
So you're saying it's an
that's
act?
why
Are you saying it's an
YNN
act?
It's her gimmick
Yeah.
to be bad at sports.
She's using her talents to the best ability.
But yeah, anyway, yeah. So yeah, it was 9th gen, Spokane, some 7th gen members, all of D3. Anna was supposed to be there, but as mentioned before, she's not feeling good, so wasn't there. Overall, it was all right. I mean, they only did 7 hours for this, so it was just a 1-day thing. They didn't do an overnight thing like they did last year, so probably kind of a downgrade. But I mean, to be fair, they did do like that other overnight stream thing earlier this year.
For 9th gen, right?
So, I
And
guess
they did,
was-
yeah.
That was only
Yeah.
pretty much only 9th gen.
That's 9th gen and some Senpai members.
Yeah. It's the YNN All Stars basically plus 9th gen.
So this one was like baseball themed because Q. I guess you baseball fans were really into this, right?
What? No.
I
Or
mean,
not
it's-
really baseball
it's
team
okay.
at all.
Yeah, it's not.
For
Yeah, it's
the-
not really
The
baseball.
beginning,
Yeah.
right? And they kept on doing
Only
like
The
the
opening and the waiting room.
it was alright though. Like I think like probably like, the highlights like every camp is always like the relay race and the water fight. So, and after that it just goes downhill. But yeah, as we talked
yeah,
about-
overall, yeah, as Brian said, like complaining on the Discord, it was like all the repetitive of it's the same corners as previous years.
Is there even
was
like a
fun.
new one this year? I mean, the intro
the
baseball.
table
was new.
tennis, the ping pong was new, I think.
No, they've done it before actually.
Well, it's like the first time in like 4 years, probably. Then
Yeah. They did it for like old,
63.
probably before that. Anyways, well, yeah, they've done it before. I've seen the ping pong before.
The Kumi Taiso thing, the weird like gymnastics thing.
Yeah, okay, that one's new.
But it was
But
just
it's the
weird.
same thing, right? Like, you should. I mean, I get it that they have a formula that works, but they need to do new things, like the interminable breaks. Like, oh my fucking god.
That's just YNN being disorganized as
Yeah.
usual.
Yeah, I mean, I get it though, right? Like, they don't have that much staff, right? So they can't prepare for the next one or something. But like, it's okay to have breaks. I don't care about breaks, but like, it's excessive. Like, there was a 1 hour break today. Like, what the fuck?
The part that was like the one that was after the water fight. So
Yeah,
actually,
after the
it was
water fight
because-
before the ping pong, right?
But the girls were like still like fighting with water.
Yeah,
during
yeah,
that, so
during
she got
the
to
break.
watch that. So that's fine.
Like, I was watching it and it was like, oh, I thought it was over. Nope, it's not over. There's still 30 more minutes in this break. That's when I gave up and like I took a nap. It was funny too. Is like I woke up and it was still on break. That was how long it was.
Let's see. I guess like one of the recurring jokes was Misaki was a new bar Lars Newbar.
Yeah.
Because it's a baseball thing, right? And he's American, Japanese, whatever.
Yeah. So like, apparently he doesn't speak Japanese. So actually, she was like speaking English, and then they had Kato come in and like translate.
Yeah, because Keito talent used to be English.
Yeah, I was saying
then,
that like it's so YNN where they just like kill like rehash like jokes that are not funny anymore. This is like the peppermill thing was really like was super in the Japan in when was this? Like during the WBC, right? March.
Yeah.
And like they're just doing it now.
Though the funny thing though with that though is that they made the pepper mills be like the relay batons.
Oh yeah.
That was kind of funny.
That was yeah. So they introduce like new interesting things, but it's always the same. Like the water fight, for example, like they ran out of time, right? They made everything like super fast. They sent out the zombies or whatever, and like I was saying, like they should have started with like a smaller arena in the first place. But like yeah, this year wasn't that fun, the water, because it's so repetitive, right? They've done it so many times, like it's not that interesting anymore. Like the funny ones would be when they start like new weapons. Like this year they had like the baseball themed weapons.
Yeah, the baseball bat that you push in and it shoots water.
Yeah, and then
there was
the tray.
The tray of cups.
The tray.
Yeah.
That was funny.
And then the bottles of Tansan, the Wilkinson like club soda, where basically it's like a one-use like item.
Yeah.
Where you're supposed to shake it up and then blew it, and then who was it that had that? Like she actually landed
Ryo.
a hit and killed someone. Yeah, Ryo did it. Yeah, she like, eliminated someone with it, so that was pretty cool. There's too many food segments as always. Like they have a lunch and then they also have a barbecue.
Yeah.
You don't need just do the barbecue. You don't need the lunch.
They have to kill time.
The cooking. Yeah. Of course, they're like during the cooking segment is really funny because all these just random shots of like Fua eating. She wasn't actually doing any cooking.
While playing with her phone.
No, the funny one was like they were showing Kato and she was talking about like the food or something, right? And then behind her was Fua like applying lotion.
Yeah.
Applying lotion. Yeah, and there's like a shot of her like eating a banana, like a whole banana.
Yeah. And there was like the really funny one with Mikana where like 3 cameras were on her.
Yeah.
The first one,
cool.
like they were shooting her, right? And then she noticed, and then she turned away, and they shot her from the other side, and then she turned away again, and then they shot her from the other side again. So 3 cameras were switching between her. That was funny.
Oh yeah, I think the water balloons was new this year.
Yeah, I guess it is new. But that was that's a useless weapon. Like the only good thing about that was that it had a bucket. If I were the girls, I'd just throw away all the water balloons and then just use the bucket.
Mikana finally killed Mako's strategy of camping.
Oh yeah.
Because she had the rail gun and just fucking like get the fuck out of here, Mako.
Yeah. So we were like people on the Discord were kind of bitching about like, oh, Mako's camping again because she camped last year. And then like Mikana just like chased her away.
Yeah.
So that was funny.
But what you should really watch is Fukuno Ami's solo camp on her YouTube.
I just
she made her own like video of herself doing like the camp stuff, like grilling meat, like playing water fight
by herself.
And she premiered it right after the wine and camp ended.
That's really sad. But yeah, I was thinking about that. Like there were some girls who were like, this is their last camp. Like some nice gen girls. Like they're not gonna get invited to camp again. So
yeah, like even like Karen, she hasn't been to any camp since like
the 63 one.
Yeah.
It is what it is, right? YNN has their favorites, so you can't really.
Yeah, I think overall I felt like this camp was a bit disappointing.
I thought it was entertaining as always, except that it's nothing new.
Yeah.
What I like
wish they would do more things.
Yeah, from this year camp is that there were many interaction between senpai and kohai compared to previous years, and previous
I
2 years,
think-
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, in fairness to ninth gen, I will say this though, like a lot of them seem quite fearless in that like they don't really, yeah, they interact more with the senpai rather than the other gens. So that's good.
Anyway, yeah, that was the camp. So actually, before the camp, they actually like the day before they like were showing clips from last year's camp, namely the like the haunted house segment. So you got to relive that moment.
That was the best. That one was hilarious. Like, see, because last year they did the overnight one, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, it was
And
much more
because-
interesting.
Yeah, because Ekgen has some adult
yeah, they have
member
more
already
members,
compared
whereas-
to
Yeah, like
main gen.
Ayapyeon,
Yeah.
so she could stay overnight.
But I mean, Knife Gen, like, I mean, when they did that, but it was just Wakatan,
yeah.
so.
Yeah.
So
And they didn't really do anything interesting anyway. It was just her playing the game of life with.
that was
Pacific.
fucking boring, by the way. And what was hilarious is like I think like Wakapon and Mikana were late, right? And then there was like an hour of like Kojirin and Rei like telling a story about like what the ninth gen did to them.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah, so, I mean, it's kind of boring.
Yeah,
I don't know, I'll still say the best camp ever was the 2020.
the COVID one, right? That was the best one.
yeah.
because they were forced to
Yeah.
to be creative.
creative.
Yeah, and they came up with the video game idea.
The
I
video
thought
game,
that was
the video game
hilarious.
is the most interesting
Yeah,
one
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
Anchu as the
they
main
still
character.
took, like,
yeah.
like they still took like old ideas like the water fight, but they made it like a one-on-one street fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That was so much. Like, yeah, that was the best, just because like they were forced to come up with ideas. Like, remember the Pokemon one?
Yeah, and remember dressing as
Yeah.
Pokemon is quite funny as well.
Yeah,
but that was like also a continuation of the.
Oh, the one the
Moment Rainbow.
Tokirimo.
Little
Yeah. It was a continuation of
Tokirimo,
Tokirimo. But yeah, so like YNN can come up with like good ideas. Like they just, for some reason they don't do it anymore. I mean, it's hard to come up with ideas, right? So I'm not really criticizing them for that, but I wish they would come up with new ideas.
Like now, like their ideas is like we have no money, so now we have to do these like super budget shows.
Yeah.
With no budget.
But like, yeah, I mean, I wish they would do Tokirimo again. Like, unfortunately, no more Anchu, so a bit hard. But
I mean, it's not like they don't have any other gamers in the group.
they're never gonna fucking use Nishiyuma. Don't worry.
I mean, or they use Fuwa, or I mean, Wakapon.
What?
Wakapon
But like,
already was,
okay,
like, the,
I'm gonna bitch about this. Like, so during the water fight, like Reiko and Fuwa were supposed to quote unquote the hosts, but like Fuwa net said nothing.
she was a whistleblower, so when someone got out, she had to blow the whistle.
Yeah. And then it was all Reiko.
Okay, so yeah, that's it for the camp. Alright, and lastly, we have a comment from Phantom. So, I guess talking about the Uka graduation concert. So, he says, the Saigo no Catharsis by Uka, Anon, and Anju as front members was actually the biggest moment of all time for me. I can't even describe the pure joy of the moment I saw them on stage. I'm sure I can rest in peace at any time now, holding this memory alone. It was a shame the video feed switcher didn't cover the climax turns, where Uka did her triple turn. But this kind of thing only makes our live experience all the more precious, doesn't it? Oh, by the way, I enjoyed Misaki's CA speech too. Okay. Yeah, so thanks for the comment, Phantom. Yeah, good point about like how like the live experience is like different from the stream.
I mean, that's the thing we've been
Yeah,
like harping on forever, right? So
Main thing is watching your Oshi all the time, even when they wouldn't be on camera.
Yeah. And then you'll notice like the small things like, oh, this member fucked up this part or whatever, or these two members like goofed around
like
in
members-
the background. So
Yeah. So NMB went to Indonesia. Now you should come to Japan.
yes, we mean
Yes,
you,
of
Chow.
come get slapped by Kojirin.
Yes.
Well, I think she will.
Yeah.
She will.
Oh, will you bully her
Oh,
Peer pressure her.
Peer pressure. Yeah, peer pressure.
She's already
Stay tuned.
thinking about it, but yeah, we don't know.
Peer pressure. How much
It's
is
still-
a flight? How much is a flight from Jakarta to Tokyo? You have to take Philippine Airlines.
also.
No.
This will be it for this episode of Takoyaki Party. I guess the next episode, the timing might be a little weird. It might be before the concerts, but the time is weird because we either have before the concerts or after the concerts, but it's literally like the last day of the month, so the timing might be tight. Yeah, so we'll play. We'll see. It'll be early or it'll be like kind of giddy. So yeah. Anyway, so that but yeah, you can leave a comment in the YouTube page. Email us at nmbtakoyaki.party@gmail.com. You can also join the NMB Discord. We have a few new people that joined the server recently, so go there, hang out with the fans. Yeah, until next time, thanks for listening. Peace.